What's up, everybody? Is Jacob Lingle, the editor-in-chief of Kaiju United. We're here to celebrate our anniversary, our first year of being in full operations. And I got a bunch of guests, and I got the full KU staff with me, and we're going to have a good time tonight. So, first up, I have Rachel, our visual editor,
Hi, everybody.
and I got Nick Crispino, our newest staff member, the content boy and content creator, senior editor.
Best content boy. How's it going, everybody?
And then our guests for tonight, I have Tanner, our good friend, Kaiju Addict.
Hey everyone, how's it going?
He runs a fantastic YouTube channel where he reviews figures and loves Shin Godzilla a lot. So, and he's got that fantastic -1 theater exclusive too.
Shit.
So we're all going to have a great time. There's going to be some announcements later on. I just want people to pile in, and we'll have some rotating guests come in and out. I do see we got comments already filing in. So Licio is saying hype. He's hyped as hell. How are you guys feeling about the year?
Pretty
Let's
good.
go first.
Best year.
First year.
Great
Best
year.
year.
Incredible first year.
Monster Island Film Vault contributor Nathan Marchand says, "Hey yo." We got the entertainment headquarters. He's Kevin. He's from the UK, and says, "Hello everyone at Kaiju United and happy anniversary." Really great. I can't actually see the Facebook comments, so we're gonna pull up Facebook on my phone so I can see your comments.
I just shared the live on my story, Jacob.
Oh, sweet. Thank you.
You're welcome.
We got Joe says, "A." Josh Holloway, Majin's Beard says, "Sup." He's in the backstage right now, but Thirsty Thursday Toys says, "Woo." And we're just piling in the comments. So maybe I should start this out by, I guess I'll talk about the year because it's been crazy. It's been one of the wildest years ever. I am thrilled personally that we have gone a year consistently, and it. I will say I could not have done it alone. Like the fact that all these contributors and all these people like believe in this site and believe in what it's for and what it represents means a lot, guys. It really does, and I super appreciate it. It's amazing and incredible. Do you guys have anything to say?
I'll let Rachel go first.
Yeah, I have something to say. I just wanted to say that I feel like Kaiju United goes past the website, goes past the Facebook group, and it's really just a family at this point. I know that I've kind of taken a back seat for this first year because I found out I was expecting, and then we had our baby, and everybody in the community was amazing for me because it wasn't an easy situation for me. There was a lot of health issues, there were a lot of scares. And despite not giving as much energy to the community as I had initially had hoped to do, everybody had rallied around me and helped me and made me feel comfortable and, you know, loved. And to me, that's what it's all about. Because at the end of the day, what we are doing is we are trying to make sure that everybody in the community, no matter what their background, their orientation, their gender, where they came from, we want to make sure that everybody feels welcome and that they have somewhere for their voice to be heard. So this first year in terms of that has been just absolutely astounding. I could not ask for a better community. So thank you so much, guys.
Crispino, why don't you add some thoughts?
Well, I guess I'll start off by saying like I owe a great deal of gratitude to Jacob and Kaiju United as a whole. For one, not only bringing me on as a staff member, but sort of helping me sort of get out of a little funk, like a creative funk that I was in. So I mean, a lot of people here may know that I run the page Kaiju Junkie on Instagram, and before this past G Fest, I wasn't really posting to it a lot. It was like a combination of many things. Work was busy, personal life was busy, this a whole bunch of stuff. Whatever. I wasn't really posting that much to the page. I didn't really have much of a drive to. But then I went to G Fest. I was introduced to Jacob when a good friend of mine, John, we know him as Unite Godzilla fans, he introduced me to some people in a group that Jacob was a part of. I hung out with that group the entire weekend. We became friends, got to know each other, and Jacob let me contribute to let me come on as Kaiju United as a contributor, and I don't know, I just had so much fun with it. Like something clicked, and contributing for Kaiju United really gave me that kick I needed to really start making content again. And yeah, it was a mixture of that and just having an absolute blast at G Fest. Yeah, I really don't know what else to say about that other than to say, Jacob, thank you. I'm glad you really liked my work enough to bring me on as a staffer. Rachel, like you've been great with everything you've been helping me out with, and just it's been incredible to see where the site has come in, how far the site has come in a year. I really believe what you guys are doing, and geez, I can't wait to see what year 2 will bring.
Well said. I'm really excited, and we have Tanner here. Tanner's working on a couple things for us, so he will soon be a contributor. So I guess that's the first announcement, right? Tanner will be joining us as a contributor soon. He has a passionate knowledge of just figures in general. He's a dedicated X Plus collector. Probably the most Shin Godzilla figures I've ever seen one man own.
I admire the hell out of that Shin Godzilla.
I've got 53, I believe. 53.
Wow.
Got some more comments flowing in. 53?
Yes.
Oh my god.
I think so. And that was after just selling a few too. So
goodness.
it's almost half of my collection is actual Shin Godzillas. And Sara Jarushi just announced there's 8th colorway that I have to buy in a week.
So yeah, we'll do some comments real quick, and then I'll ask you,
Yeah,
Tanner, looking in from the outside, because we got 3 perspectives internally, but I'm really curious about how people like perceive KU outside. But GVK Collectibles is Dalton. He's a good friend of mine. I went to high school with his brother, so definitely I know who he is. He says, hello, everyone. Congratulations on the first year. Donnie Winter says, happy 1 year, KU. You might be seeing him in the stream later tonight. And then Brandon Dowling, 711. Congrats on the baby. Hope you and your child are doing great. He says 53 shins.
you.
And then Monster Island Film Vault wants to know if that includes the infamous Playmate Shin Godzilla.
Nope.
I did see above somebody asked what the baby's name is.
That was Nathan.
Her name is Aurora. Middle name Rani, after the Elden Ring character Rani. So
it's a good name. Then you replied to him, nope. You draw a line in the sand with the Playmates. We have
very thin line.
What are you talking about? Those are the best figures, dude. Like, do you not appreciate the attention to detail that those figures lack?
Just
currently
not
have we currently have 25 viewers, 26.
Ooh, hey.
8 from Twitter, 12 from YouTube, 2 from Facebook, and 4 from our group. So that's awesome. Let's
pouring in.
Those are amazing names, Rachel, for your baby.
Thank you.
We'll pull up the Facebook comments again. But yeah, it's been amazing. I mean, Tanner, do you want to give a little insight on how it's been from the outside, just looking at this whole project and when you were kind of familiarized with Kaiju United?
Sure. So I was a little late on support, though I do remember the initial announcement. I do remember the original posts leading up to Kaiju United, the tease. I remember you talking about it. I believe Cam mentioned it in a stream right before you guys went live last year, once or twice. I do believe
missed that.
I do believe Kyle mentioned it once. I
I
believe, don't
missed
quote
it.
me on that. I do believe he
That's
mentioned it,
amazing.
but yeah, I do remember you leading up to it, and with this last G Fest of 2023, I got to meet you a little bit more and hang out a little bit, and at AMA a little bit, and then afterwards, now we're all in a group chat, we laugh and we joke and all this fun stuff. I've gotten to know you, and it's been a great friendship, and watching Kaiju United grow since the beginning until now is just like shockingly fast. You guys are just moving and cruising. All the achievements you guys have done, whether it be interviews, the recent, you guys are doing more graphic designs. You're just really, I can tell all three of you and your contributors are really pushing like a professional, open level of love with this. This is complete passion. And I'm very, very, very excited to see what's coming down in the future, guys. Like, you guys got me excited. I'm really really happy for all of you, and I'm really, really proud of you guys as well, being in the same fandom and now getting to know you guys a little bit better. I'm very proud of y'all. So
Thank you so much.
I didn't
nice.
pay Tanner to say that, but it was really nice.
no,
Yeah.
that's all from the heart.
Way nice.
I'm honest. It's all passion with these
Tanner,
three.
did you accept Jacob's Venmo request yet?
Oh, I've got an AirPod in, but yeah, I accepted the 30 cents. Yeah.
So I'll read a couple more. Like, these are pouring in. We're at 30 viewers right now, which is pretty awesome. They're just piling in.
Yeah.
Helmy, I know Helmy. He lives in Australia. Says, "What up, guys? Congrats on 1 year. Keep it up." That dude has the coolest home video setup or home theater setup I've ever seen. You guys need to see his Facebook and see the home theater setup. I'm jealous.
Yes.
It's so crazy. But yeah, that means a lot. Like, I never would have thought we would have gone to places we have in just a year. Like, the Monarch press junket was unbelievable. I was like, oh, okay, I'm in. All right. Getting the opportunity to talk to some of my heroes that I grew up watching in these movies that they gave life to these creatures in the suits. Getting to sit next to them on stage and getting to interact with them and getting to know them more. Like, for instance, Tsutomu Kitagawa plays in a band. Who would have known that,
Dude,
I can't join
killed
his
it with
band.
those.
I can't join his band because it's called the Old Man Band, and he says I'm too young, but maybe someday.
Just having an old
Let's
soul
see.
count? I mean,
Yeah,
no,
right?
you killed those moderation panels. You killed them.
Yes.
I appreciate that. The entertainment headquarters says, I traveled first time ever to America and to G-Fest last year. I remember that, Kevin. Jacob did not know me, but showed me and another friend, Walter, around Chicago. That was one of the nicest things that happened to me. I appreciate that, man. I hope America was okay for you.
You survived.
I got a couple more guests, so I'm gonna shift people around a little bit. Just to introduce them and get them in. It looks like international feature is up, guys. So we just need to be watching because minus
Okay.
one's coming up.
Yeah. Oh
What?
fuck.
Here we
Oh,
go.
I'm so excited.
Oh my god.
Here we go.
I'm shaking.
Bat Channel, what up, everyone?
Oh fuck. Trey's here.
How's it going, everyone?
What's up, Trey?
We got another couple guests. We got David, Alex.
David!
Caught him off guard.
Hello.
You guys hear me okay?
And,
Yeah.
yeah, you sound great, buddy. Thanks for joining.
Absolutely. I got my as of yet unnamed Kaiju United cocktail here.
Oh, I don't know. Suggest some names in the comments, guys. What should we name that cocktail? I'm thinking Kaiju United, but that's a little
I'm
cheesy.
really loving Kaiju's theme stuff right
I
now.
will
That's
say,
hilarious.
The
Props
Ghidra
to
gulp.
Mr. Thirsty Thursday Toys. This stuff is delicious.
Oh yeah.
Oh, I haven't
The
made it yet.
expert.
But
The expert.
Oh,
Speaking-
also, speaking of Thirsty Thursday Toys, hold on.
Oh, I was gonna say. I mean, I think he's right here in the lobby.
Oh, is he? Okay, well, bring him in.
All right, I'm gonna
I'm
shuffle
gonna start making
Tanner,
my
but
drink then.
Tanner will be back. Don't worry.
Yes.
You will see more of Tanner's cute face.
That channel
We
says
got the thirsty
Kaiju
man.
United.
There he is.
Hello.
That's not the
Hello.
Kaiju United drink. What are you drinking there, Adam?
I'm gonna double fisting. You know me.
All right.
Am I free to make it now?
Yeah. Are we mixing it up?
I already have
I got
yeah.
my sake, my rum, and my Coke.
David couldn't
Why
wait.
don't-
He's like, I'm
Couldn't
drinking
wait.
now.
I'm an alcoholic.
Yeah, let me pull up Adam's recipe real quick.
Oh
in just
fuck!
a
I think I just
second.
added way too much rum. Oh shit!
You
I
can just,
added-
just
I added
mix
a
the
little more
ratios.
sake to mine. It was good stuff.
I'm just
Oh, one more
eyeballing
sake.
it.
Okay.
Look at that. We're all pretty and nice. And then I gotta be very careful because there's some secret announcements in here.
Ooh.
So if I go out of order, we're screwed. So why don't I do this real quick?
I know where you live.
Anyways,
All right,
Ooh, nice.
do your thing.
Oh,
Do
I
your
gotta
thing.
get the
I'll-
Adam. Why don't we
Adam
make
disappeared.
Adam the focal here?
I was
That's
chilling
all,
the
dang it.
just to make sure it's. Aha. Okay.
There we go. I was like, where did Adam go? We cut to him and now he's gone.
Okay. So you will need a short glass or whatever you have available, and then add some ice. I'm using a big ice sphere, but you can use whatever you have. You're going to want to measure out 1 part of a dark spiced rum. However you're measuring, you could do shots, you could do ounces. Bear in mind, a shot is a little more than an ounce. So whatever tool you have to measure. So 1 part of that dark spiced rum, your brand of choice.
Yeah, I
Then-
definitely added way too much.
Too much of that. Well, it's going to be...
We roll.
We'll either use that to celebrate an Oscar win or drown an Oscar loss. Either way, you'll need another ounce of a sake. 1 part of that. So now you got both parts of that up in there. And then, if you want it to be a little sweeter or add a little red color, you can use some grenadine. But top that off with about 4 ounces of a black cherry soda or a cherry cola or whatever's similar in color. I'm going to measure this out, but you don't have to. You can just eyeball it or just mix it to whatever ratio you like for whatever flavor you like. I'm going to go ahead and get that in there, which should get a nice dark red color. And if you'd like to, you can take that grenadine. If you don't want to mix it all the way in, you can sink this down to the bottom because it's a little more dense than the rest of the drink. And you should get this nice red layer on the bottom. It might be hard to see here because I can't tilt it because I will pour it. Oh, yeah,
That's
you can
a-
kind of see some red there.
That's a
Beautiful.
full glass.
There we go. Thank you. So we had we asked folks to name it, and I got like 18 names written down from a few different platforms. Can I go through them?
Yeah, go for it.
Okay, so Kaijus seemed to be the most common. There was Kaijus, Kaijus United, Kaijus -1, bunch of different Kaijuses. I do like those. There's no juice in it, so I'm like, should it be a Kaijus? But it works so well. We got Japanese Pirate, Springtime in Japan, Kaiju Cataclysm Cocktail, was a mouthful. Hedrium Ray, I like that one because like color-wise, he had the red beam, right? Fedora. Kaisake, Cocktails United, which would be good for like a Long Islandy kind of thing. But then you got a bunch that I already like have planned for things that I'm going to be doing, like Monster Zero, Black Hole Alien. I mean, I was sipping on some of that a little earlier tonight. Destroya, and I'm thinking if there's a drink called Destroya, it's going to be potent because it's going to destroy you.
That makes sense. I mean, the colors.
Right?
There
Yeah,
you go.
color-wise, I love when that matches there. The Henshin Cocktail, Up from the Depths. I do like that one as just a cocktail name in general. Dimension Tide. I'm working on a Dimension Tide right now. Nebula
Ooh.
M. Someone here suggested Lingle's Revenge.
I like that one. I like that one a lot.
Perfect.
And
It
Actually,
may not have been me.
I was gonna say, is the person who suggested that in this live stream right now?
Yes.
That could be the
yes,
term we use
it
for the
A
hangover. it
little
gives
bit
you.
on brand.
That goes for that.
My favorite though, I have to type it into the chat so you can actually like read it because it works better written than verbal. It's for Kaiju's sake, but sake and sake are spelled the same. So
Okay.
I love a good
like that one.
play on words there. Oh yeah,
Nice.
and there we go.
I love it. PBK Collectible says, Jacob says, I have to fight my own battles, you know.
Jacob's Revenge. Absolutely.
All right, well, I got mine ready. So are we doing like a toast or?
Yeah, we're gonna toast.
Yeah, my ice is melting, so let's do it.
All
Oh
right.
yeah.
I don't have ice,
Yeah.
but I put everything in the
Oh,
fridge, so it's still
there we
cold.
go. I'm left-handed, but I'm right-handed.
One
I'd like
year
to
down,
close a toast
many
to
more
1
One
year
year.
of Kaiju, and
To many
million
more
more.
years of Kaiju
Yes.
United.
cheers, everybody.
99 more.
99. Right,
Oh, wow,
Raven
that's
says,
really
going
good.
to have to try this one day on spring break, so we might have to make a few and try it out.
Oh yeah, this is really good.
Absolutely.
Now, I have a question for all of you who are drinking along with us, those here in the live stream and watching at home. In the event that Godzilla -1 does take home an Oscar, anyone down to do shots? I got my Rodan
Oh.
shot glass.
Oh, I'm saving a large portion of this drink. If it wins, I'm down
Okay.
in this whole thing.
All right.
I
I got the Suntory whiskey to do
If
that.
you want me to try and drink my bottle of wine straight from the bottle, I'll do it.
All right.
go for it. Do it.
Guys,
My wife
there-
says she's in. so-
hey, guys.
I do have to
There-
run downstairs afterwards, so let's not get too crazy.
Oh, I see.
Hey,
see Donnie Winter's going to be
They
doing
are
a shot with
announcing
me.
the nominees
Ooh.
for international.
Oh, God, okay.
feature.
No, just for international.
feature.
Oh, international feature. Okay,
Yeah,
well,
so one
I don't
more
care who
more
wins
after
that.
this.
One
One more
more.
after this, and then after this,
So-
and then there'll be a.
Oh, do we
visual,
have a
so,
schedule for it? Okay.
Yeah.
It was sort of impromptu, but yes.
Yes. Real quick, guys. Here's some stats for the first year of the
Dodgy,
site
do it.
before I introduce our next guest onto the show. And so we did a total of 44 articles written by me, written by Nick, written by David, written by Adam, written by Elijah Thomas, who will be joining us after the Oscars to talk about the Academy Awards. 44 of them. That is insane. And those are like full-on articles. Those aren't just like, we don't believe in clickbait here. So it's not like Takashi Yamazaki says Anguirus could be in the sequel. You know what I mean?
Real substance.
Incredible. 39 reviews. I couldn't count 40 because it was scheduled. So you'll see the next review pretty soon. 53 news drops on the site. So 53 text news drops. Just incredible stuff. 31 individual interviews, including Adam right here. Our very first interview. He was the first community interview. So I appreciate Adam for joining us. Special guest and community included. We have 1,136 Instagram followers, which is pretty cool. I know that Nick here has like 19,000, so he's a pretty cool guy.
Hey,
He's like,
come on, guys.
1,000.
I'm just like everybody else. I put my pants on one leg at a time, just like everyone else. Come on.
We got 711 Facebook followers. We've done 5 conventions, and it's one amazing year. So that's how I decided to top it off.
Astounding.
It's been incredible. Donnie said, "Rachel, do it." I can't remember why.
Listen, Donnie, any second now, right?
How much is left in
All right,
that?
guys. I'm gonna remove the
whole bottle.
stream.
I'm not
I
gonna do the
don't
whole
know how
bottle.
many. I don't know how many people this will be able to handle. So if we start getting laggy, I'll shuffle around a bit. But we do have 2 more guests.
The more
We
the
have-
merrier.
Trey from the Bat Channel.
Hey!
Hey,
I
there
decided
he
to
is.
join you guys a little early,
Here
so
we go,
I
guys.
think
Cheers
I
again,
went a
let's
little
go.
nuts. you know.
Let's
cheers,
go.
fellas.
Here's to the Bat Channel. I'd like to propose a toast to the
Hey,
Bat
my man,
Channel.
it's good to see you.
We also have Donnie Winner. So
Donnie Winner.
Donnie's
Oh,
here.
he's got his bottle of wine.
Ah!
Cheers, everyone.
Cheers.
Cheers
Happy
again.
1
Let's go.
year.
Okay, visual effects is up next, guys. So
Yeah.
all right,
All right. Let's
shot.
get
we're
ready.
all
Let's get
here.
ready.
Everyone's in.
Nervous.
Everyone's in the stream.
Oh my God, I'm shaking. Hang on,
If
I
Guardians
gotta.
wins, I'm leaving.
Ryan Gosling's talking right now.
Oh,
Everybody, shut up. Ryan
Okay.
Gosling is talking.
Ryan Gosling is gonna deliver the winner.
manifesting.
Montage man, Jonathan.
Ryan Gosling's
contributor,
gonna
says,
talk about
here we
Godzilla."
go. Let's go.
Nervous. I need my ramen
So I got the
Godzilla.
options on in the background, so there's a bit of a stream delay, so people will probably see this as it's getting announced.
I'm gonna turn off my headphones, and look away just in case,
Okay. So
like somebody
we're
gets it first.
we're gonna shut down just a little bit, guys, because it's coming up. We got 41 viewers. If we get to 50 during the reveal, it'd be awesome.
So nervous.
Let's see.
Wait, are they on it right now?
Let me see. Oh, they're talking about stunt work right now. So we'll just keep
Oh.
watching. We'll just keep watching.
Well, I mean, it's getting close. It's getting close.
it's really close.
Honestly,
it's gonna
I'm
get
kind of
real
surprised
close.
they don't have a stunt award at the Oscars yet.
They
Yeah.
They
absolutely
mentioned-
should.
They
It's
mentioned
time.
that they were gonna be adding a few next year. Was that one of them?
There's a big push for it.
Oh, Rachel's got her
Where-
plushies. Hold on.
I'm so
Oh, they're
nervous.
down
I'm
there.
squeezing it.
I got mine here.
That's a
Okay.
stress
BBK says
plushie
no
right
to
now.
stunts. So
Got 'em all.
so Trey,
I can't
oh
reach
my
that
goodness.
Yes, sir.
Look who it is. It is Matt Frank.
Matt
Congratulations.
Hey.
Matt!
Matt, I
Hi,
still
Matt.
have that
Yay.
Godzilla thing you gave me at G-Fest. It's hanging right on my the strings for my blinds right there.
Tell Caston I love her.
Aston, we love you too.
I need to see the Facebook comments because they pop up like this as Facebook user. But this guy, last time he was this nervous was when he asked his girlfriend to be his girlfriend. So he's pretty nervous.
Fair.
Oh my God, they're showing all the John Wick stuff. Hell yeah.
Oh yeah.
I
So
haven't
what-
seen a single John Wick movie yet.
I have not either.
Oh,
You know,
can get on
Rachel, if my
Ronnie,
Keanu
watch
Reeves,
party.
if my Keanu Reeves cardboard cutout wasn't in my storage unit, I would have it displayed right there.
I'd be impressed.
Uh-oh. I'm buffering. Okay, we're doing a commercial break. So while we're doing that,
Whopper.
Trey, do you want to introduce yourself to some of our viewers that might not know who Trey is?
Hi.
I know
Yes.
you've collaborated a lot with Crispy, so Trey,
Yeah, it's been I'm Trey. Nice to meet some of you for the first time and be on the show. I mean, I've known of you guys. I've always been like a fan just following your pages, and congrats, Jacob, on 1 year, dude. That's fantastic. It's always an exciting time. I remember when we hit 1 year on our YouTube channel, and it's just like it's a surreal moment. You're kind of like you never imagine yourself like getting that far into it. So congrats, dude, on all the success. I know it's gonna be another big year for you. A lot going on with Godzilla for sure. But yeah, I'm Trey of the Bat Channel. We talk about all things movies. Obviously, we started out as like a DC channel, but I was like always a big Godzilla fan. So the fact that I get to be here with my people makes me feel so good. I'm excited. I can't believe, like, guys, Godzilla got nominated for an Oscar. What?
Right?
Yeah. I mean,
Crazy.
win or lose today, where it's an exciting
yeah,
time.
it's an exciting time, man. It's
Yeah.
awesome, and I love that all these different people from all these different areas that make stuff, create stuff. Adam makes drinks, and Trey does his channel, and Nick has his page, and David does Talking Toku, and Donnie does Growing Up with Godzilla, and poetry, and so many other amazing things. And it's great. It's this whole layout right here is representative of our community, and I like that a lot.
Facts.
Donnie, what's up, man? How you feeling about 1 year KU? You're kind of quiet.
I
man.
am I'm on cloud 9, let me tell you. I've been eagerly waiting for this. I don't know, I feel like I've been in the group for a long time. And I was drawn to it because it is such a very inclusive and uplifting place. And when we had talked about growing up with Godzilla, having a home on Kaiju United, I was like, it seems like the perfect juxtaposition. So I was excited. So thank you for that.
Of course. Thanks for doing what you do with growing up with Godzilla and talking to all these different people. It's really great. I think you should have Trey on that show eventually too. He might be a pretty good.
Yeah, like all of you obviously should be on it at some point. So hit me up.
While we're on the commercial break, here's some more comments. DT Dimeflix, who is my friend Dan. I'm watching the Oscars vicariously through this live stream, and I wouldn't have it any other way. Congratulations on 1 year of Kaiju U. Thank you. If you're watching on Facebook and you want your comment featured like Adam's right here, please give them permission to share your data. I promise you it'll be okay.
Just a little doxing from us. Don't worry.
Not too much.
No nefarious intentions here.
Like this Facebook user, all's missing is Wikizilla or Monster Island Buddies on here. Oh my goodness.
Kind
Yeah,
of surprised there
that'd
hasn't
be
been any more
awesome.
crossover between all them people and KU.
Wikizilla is
Hey,
definitely one of mine.
We'll get there. We'll have a year 2 live stream. All right, here we go. We're back on. What's going on?
They're just showing
I'm
up
like
Barbie.
so nervous.
Showing up, Barbie.
Oh my god.
King
I'm
Donkey
nervous
Kong
too.
says, "Hey everyone, what's up,
Oh,
King
what's up,
Donkey
buddy?
Kong?"
Hi, Barbie.
Hi, Barbie.
Hi, King Donkey Kong.
Hi, Barbie.
Same. Watching it
Hi,
through
Alan.
this live stream too. Can I add Tanner back in? Because I feel like Tanner is just kind of sitting backstage by himself.
I believe StreamYard
Let's
lets you go up to 10, if I recall. So yeah, we should be good.
If we start lagging, I'm gonna have to kick some people
It depends on which subscription you have, I think, right? I can't
out.
remember.
I have the high
So,
tier.
yeah.
I have the high tier.
Yeah.
Oh, we do
Hola,
have
what are your cool Oscar suits? Look nice.
We're not there in
Yeah.
person. I got my Days of the Dead shirt.
Oh, look
Is
at
that
the
good?
pupper.
Ghost.
I got my
Puppy.
anti Kaiju Club shirt on.
Oh,
So
okay,
Look,
that's
guys,
sick.
Look.
Mm.
Oh,
Oh,
puppy.
Kaiju United's first puppy supporter. He's a good boy.
Oh.
Hey, buddy. Thanks for
All
stopping
for that.
by. Gotta get the dog
is
in
this
when you
supporting
can.
actor? What's going on here? Did we screw up?
No.
They-
Support. We're on the right track. So visual
Okay.
effects comes after this. It's
Oh.
international
Oh, here
film,
we go.
then supporting
so
actor,
scared.
and then visual effects.
Stephen Holmes Jr., I'd like to be featured in these comments, please. You got it, Stephen Holmes Jr.
Awesome.
Hi, Steven.
They got Oh, I always forget how to say his name. He won for Everything Everywhere All at Once last year.
Okay, heck
Oh.
on. I think that's how you
Oh,
say
Yeah,
it.
okay.
yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Oh, man, that movie's so good. If you haven't
Jordy.
seen that
It's so
movie,
good.
That
I
it
love
is.
need to
It is
see it.
really good.
I'm obsessed with Michelle Yeoh, so I don't know why I've not seen
I
it
love
yet.
her so much.
Oh, don't
Dude,
say
I-
that.
his-
Ow.
It's on
His-
Amazon Prime right now.
I
His
need to get my
speech
crap
last
together.
year is like such a tearjerker, man. I love it.
Yes.
Mhm.
Never give up on your dreams. Like the way he just looked into the camera and pointed at you.
Oh, that
Mm.
I watched that movie unrelated to kaiju, but I watched that movie for the first time alone in a movie theater, and it was probably one of the best movie experiences I've ever
Like
had.
no one else in the theater?
Nobody else but me.
Oh my god.
That's crazy.
Oh.
Such a good movie. I agree. Helmy is like, love the shirt, Adam. Yeah, you got a cool shirt, buddy.
Oh, you know what? I should be
Is,
using my official
visual
Thirsty
effects is,
Thursday Toys
oh,
coaster for
coasters.
this. Hold on.
I'm using -1 coaster.
That's cool.
Nice.
How
That's
bougie.
rad.
That is really cool, actually.
So
Always have a coaster.
we are hovering around 40 viewers, which is really cool. You guys are sticking through it. We got all these cool guests to talk about stuff. If we can get to 50 after we find out the Oscar, I'll make our first big announcement. So,
Oh my God, it's almost
Exciting.
time.
if we can get to 50.
Exciting.
Oh man.
So what do we
We're gonna
think?
What do we think, guys?
Is it gonna win? Is it gonna take it home?
I'm 50-50. The
I think it's got a
Oscars
really
have
good
disappointed me
chance.
before.
Hey,
It's got a
Jacob,
good
It got
chance.
It got
Just
the
as a
biggest
heads up.
applause when they were.
So here's from what I've seen,
Go right
all
ahead.
like the news and like movie outlets online have been saying like Godzilla's gonna win. They seem like very, very sure that Godzilla's gonna win.
Yeah, the critics are majorly favoring it, so I think it's a good chance.
Dude,
It
Donnie's
better.
got a Mothra plush. Rachel's got a Godzilla plush.
My
I don't have
cup
my
of
hair done.
noodles,
Yeah,
Godzilla.
everyone.
So cute.
There we go. I got.
Got my
Here we go.
Imperial
Yeah,
Godzilla
look at all
and my
all the
Exilians.
figures.
Oh,
I
I
mean, I have so much crap on my desk. I got a bunch of like Super 7 figures.
There we
Yeah.
go.
I got the
Well-
Gorgo figure from
I got
Titanic.
nothing in hand grab, but you can see some stuff behind me.
Believe me,
43.
like everything to this side of me is a mess of just like Godzilla and other crap.
I love how like no matter what room we're in, we're always within an arm's reach of something Godzilla.
Absolutely.
Oh, this one's fun though. I got the Taco Bell Godzilla '98 cup.
Oh my
Hey.
god.
What a
Oh,
throwback.
wow.
Oh my
Yeah.
goodness.
Yeah,
That's as
remember
old as me and
those.
Jacob.
Wait,
that is
who
as
has
old
who,
as
wait,
me.
Squishmallow.
who has the cup?
I love her.
I do.
She's so
Fun
cute.
fact:
Oh,
so
I
good.
showed
It even
her
still has
to-
the tickets on it to see if
Wow.
I won.
All right, we got
Reel it
some more
off. Did you win?
comments real quick. Let's see. Helmy says a kaiju-sized announcement. Yeah.
Yeah, actually, yes, literally
Just shared the stream. Thank you.
Woo!
appreciate
The way
it.
I see it, even if G-1 doesn't win, it's still mind-blowing that it was even nominated, and we have every reason to be proud of that. Thank
that
you,
is the
Daniel.
mentality. That is the
100%.
mentality right there. Dude, I think Trey, I think it was in the last live panel I was in with you guys. Someone in the comments said -1 deserves the Oscar, but it doesn't need it. And I mean, I can't help but agree with that because think
Yeah.
about like all the mainstream achievements that this movie has gotten, all the hype, it lived up to, and just
Mm.
when you think of all of that, an Oscar is just like a little cherry on top. I mean, I'm not saying that it doesn't deserve it, but like, it's not the biggest deal in the world if it doesn't win. That's what I think.
Mm.
Yeah.
But it would
Agreed.
be.
I mean,
Doesn't
just
mean I don't want to see it win though.
the nominations carry so much weight themselves. So
Mhm.
Yeah.
Dude, of course, people like very much underestimate like the importance of a nomination. To me, that says that even though you didn't win, your work is still considered good enough to be considered some of the best work the industry has to offer, and like that holds so much weight. And people just are like, oh hey, we got a little golden statue, so
right, yeah.
Yeah, and
that's
I think-
that's just bragging rights at that point. I mean.
right? And I
Yeah.
think the
For
thing
sure.
that we kind of expanded on was like some movies are made for committees, like some are made for the academies. Like you can just tell some of those films have that academy style to it that a lot of these people vote on and are looking for. But the fact that the general audience and their peers, people like Robert Downey Jr., Christopher Nolan, Steven Spielberg, the Lucas Arts, like all those people are recognizing this movie as like one of the greatest films of all time. Not like get past even just the Godzilla portion. It's just a great film. So I think the fact that they're getting recognition from their peers, that's all you need, right? Like,
Yeah.
you don't need whatever the Oscars gives you. I mean, yes, it's a title.
The Oscar, yeah, it's a status symbol. Like the
Mhm.
recognition and everything you just said in the long run is going to be better for your movie.
Exactly.
Like, I mean, or it holds just as much weight as winning an Oscar does.
Mhm.
I could
Especially
also
quick.
see them because I think it was the year before. Jamie Lee Curtis won for Best Supporting Actress
Yes.
for Everyone
Yeah,
Everywhere.
she
And people weren't all that hyped about that, but it was kind of agreed that like, oh, it's sort of a legacy award too. Like, I could see them giving it to -1 as a legacy award just because
That's true.
it's a 70-year
That's true.
franchise now.
Yeah.
Hey guys,
It makes sense to
Robert Downey
have it for an
Jr.
Oscar.
has won Best Supporting Actor, as said by GDK.
I was just about to say.
Yay. Joseph,
He's
just let us
finishing
know
up
in the
his
chat.
speech.
Yep, it's
Um,
next.
Real quick, Dane Kroll, one of our interviewees, says, "Happy birthday, Kaiju United!" Thanks, man.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Still have that 98 cup. Taco Bell takes me back. Congrats, RDJ. Okay, there's Adam. We got one more guest, Joseph, who runs Tokusatsu.
Hey.
Hi, Joseph.
Hey,
Joseph.
everybody. How are you
You
guys
got
doing?
You got a full house.
Happy anniversary. Happy anniversary to you guys. Congrats on a year full of success.
Thank you.
Thank you.
All right.
I could not have done it without like everybody in here, like literally
Yeah.
everybody. Okay, we are on a commercial break, and up next is the Oscars for our visual effects. Sorry,
No more
Oh my
commercials. God,
God.
I'm so nervous.
We're
I got my Squishmallow.
Are we all just going to be quiet once it comes back up? Or are
I
we
think
so-
gonna-
I think
I'm like turning off the stream, like or turning off
the
the volume.
viewership is gonna go, and then it's gonna go whoop right after. I think.
So
It's going to be
Um,
dead silence in this stream, I
yeah,
swear.
should
My
we all mute our
boyfriend-
One
mics?
doesn't win. It was next year. Jeremy
Shoot all-
Simpkins, I'm taking a sip for y'all before watching Dune. Love y'all.
Hey.
Thanks,
Jeremy.
Jeremy.
Enjoy the evening. Should we all
And
just
then-
mute our
Yeah,
mics in case we
30
scream into the mic?
No, I'm screaming into the mic. I don't
Oh
care.
yeah.
I'm full on streaming on
We're-
the mic.
We are still hovering at 40 viewers, with Twitter being the king.
Really?
Wow.
70
Really?
viewers on Twitter.
Unprecedented
We
considering
got
Twitter.
15 on YouTube, 5 on
Sir,
our
I
Facebook
think you mean
page,
X.
and 3 on the group.
What
16
X?
now on YouTube.
I refuse to call it X.
Everyone, never.
No.
No one calls it X.
Never.
I have my Mothra just like Rachel.
Hey.
All right, I think we're
Joseph
one more
thought that
commercial
this
down.
Oh.
not Tokusatsu BTS. Joseph, my boyfriend Joseph, thought
that
that
case,
this
I'll
was a
get my Mothra
Mothman
as well.
plushie.
There's another
He's like,
meme?
Mothman. I said,
Is
she's
it
a
a leak?
girl. And he said, Mothwoman? And I said, no. Not a G fan.
Close
So
enough.
much more.
Oh, we are
So much
Rachel-
you
we
gotta
are
learn.
46,
Rachel, we know why
guys.
he's not a G fan, though.
What
It's
do you
because you
think,
haven't
Philip?
shown him Godzilla versus Megalon.
All right.
Come on,
Yeah,
come
once you
on,
show him
Nick,
Godzilla versus
don't do
Megalon,
this.
he'll fall in love.
Don't do this to me.
No. Show him Godzilla's Revenge. Then he'll.
No,
be a fan.
don't do this to me, you guys. I'm trying
But
really
only
hard.
the English dub. Only the English
He
dub.
loved -1.
All right,
He loved -1.
47 viewers.
47, yep.
48.
Let's do it.
Hey.
Oh, I
Let's
gotta
do
get
it.
my wine ready in
Oh
case.
my
more.
god! I got my drink here. We're. Oh shit.
Are we gonna pour shots ahead of time just to be set?
I already poured my
Well,
shot.
I got plenty
Oh,
of
yeah.
my kaiju.
49.
Either way.
Yeah.
I got
49.
plenty of my kaiju here.
50.
So if Godzilla -1
After-
wins, I'm downing
Okay,
this.
guys, we hit 50. So after the visual effects, I will do the first big Kaiju United announcement. 51. Here we
Sweet.
go.
If it's the one I'm thinking, Lingle, you gotta wait until I post the graphic.
Which
Let's see. All hail
breaking news.
Kaiju United.
Thanks, Greg.
I agree.
Maddie's here. Ooh, somebody
Hey,
said that we
Maddie.
hit 50.
We hit
Hi,
50.
Maddie.
I collected all the Dragon Balls, wishing for a win. I will say real quick while we're on commercial, it's very unfortunate that we lost Akira Toriyama during
Yes.
the weekend.
Mm.
Very bummed about that. I'm not a gigantic Dragon Ball fan, but I watched it a lot in high school and loved it. So
To Akira Toriyama.
yeah, I mean
Yeah.
his influence is beyond measure.
Yes.
He was also a huge kaiju fan, so I consider
Boys,
him
we're back.
part of this community.
Sorry for
I'm not-
interrupting, but we're back.
we're back.
Back.
Commercials?
Yeah, they're showing an anime of a fall right now for Best Picture.
Oh, I got
Nominee.
nothing here.
I'm not.
Yes.
Yeah,
I'm not back yet.
Are you
Yeah, I'm
guys
not back yet.
behind me? Oh,
I'm
no.
watching on YouTube TV. I don't know about you guys.
Oh, I have cable.
Joseph, if you see it before
yeah.
us, don't
I ain't got
even.
cable. Yeah, don't
Okay,
spoil it
I'm
for us,
just-
please.
I'm just gonna mute my mic. I'm just gonna mute my
Okay.
mic.
Okay.
Ooh, I need to breathe.
I'm not
I mean,
risking it.
what I'm doing, I'm just gonna turn off my volume.
All right, now
and
I'm
just
back.
Pay attention,
I'm back
Pay
now.
attention to the TV. So like, if you guys get it before me, I'm not spoiled.
Somebody has to shout it out so I know because I'm not
Yeah,
Okay,
watching.
we're back.
Jonathan
I'm back.
says-
Yep.
Okay, here we go. We're back.
I'm actually. I didn't
Who's
realize I was going to
presenting?
be this nervous.
Oh
I'm
my
legit
God.
this
Right?
nervous.
Oh, I'm shaking.
A lot of comments. A
Yeah.
lot of
Oh,
comments saying R.I.P. Toriyama. I totally agree, guys.
Yeah.
All right,
So scared.
here we go.
Well, right now I see they're doing like Anatomy of a Fall, just like a preview. But oh shit, here we go.
Yeah, Arnold
Who's
presenting for
presenting?
Godzilla.
Sorry,
Let's go.
Danny
Advance
DeVito
offer.
and Arnold Schwarzenegger.
What?
What a
Holy
shit!
Danny
What a group.
DeVito and Arnold Schwarzenegger.
Oh my god!
Twins?
Arnold's
Oh,
gonna
this
go.
is so perfect.
Arnold's gonna
Holy.
go. And the Oscar
All right,
goes
I'm going.
to
I'm going.
Godzilla
people
I'm
minus one.
turning off my volume.
Can
Here we
people
go.
clip this, please? I need to see this after stream. I need to see
Clip,
this,
clip.
please.
I'm so scared.
Oh goodness.
Together. We both tried to kill Batman. You hear that, Trey?
Just a little bit in the audio.
Hurtful.
It's perfect.
A freeze is coming.
So Arnold Schwarzenegger is going to deliver this Oscar.
God, I'm so scared.
God.
I'm like strangling Mothra right now.
Showtime.
Yeah, Mothra's dead.
Can I say I'm
gonna need a
really
rebirth.
glad that 45 of you are gonna find out with us. That is so cool.
Come on, boy.
There he is.
God, these
There's
two are
Depend on
just
Michael
incredible.
Keaton.
Oh my God, Michael Keaton.
Come on, guys.
Oh my God, come on, get on with it.
Ugh.
I can't take it.
And the Oscar goes to Guardians of the.
I was.
Oh,
If it wins and Danny DeVito is the one to say it, I'm gonna shit myself. Here we go.
I'll
Here we
take
go.
a
Here we
shot
go.
for that alone.
Here we go.
Oh,
Let's see what the applause is like.
I'm gonna mute real quick.
oh, he had the TV audio playing, so now I can't hear it.
Yeah, now I have no context.
Oh,
That's okay. That's okay though.
I'm so scared.
I need to like do some Lamaze right now.
Oh, we're going.
oh, I'm
Elena
getting so
says,
nervous,
"Don't
guys."
Don't choke.
Elena, I'm in the same boat.
Nervous,
Have they-
excited.
Have they introduced -1?
Yes.
That's it. All right.
Here
Okay.
we go. Here we go.
Oh my God.
Fuck yeah!
Shot time, baby.
Oh my God!
Oh my god!
Let's go!
I gotta calm down for a second. Hold on.
Oh my
Oh my
God!
god!
Let's fucking go!
There he is. Wow, we have made
Oh my
history.
God!
The march.
We have made history.
Oh
I'm
wow!
gonna shit my
My
pants.
heart is pounding.
Like,
Oh I too. I'm still shaking.
That was
Oh
perfect.
my
I could hear
God.
the echo
Wow.
on the screen
Let's
a little
go.
bit. I heard -1.
Oh my
That was
God.
beautiful.
Oh,
Drop this now.
their speed. Oh, wow.
I'm just so wow.
So can we,
Oh
we
my
put it
God.
in perspective that it won 8 or 9 Japanese awards, including Best Picture, and then it also won an Oscar at the US. That is huge.
Astronomical.
Yeah, that is.
I'm listening
Wow.
to a speech right now, guys.
Okay.
Say I drink the bottle.
People are texting me. They're like, Godzilla just won an
Yes.
Oscar.
Yes, we did
Oh
it.
my God!
Oh my God, I'm
Wow.
gonna cry.
Me too. I'm gonna
Is-
cry too.
Rachel,
Is
I'm
Yamazaki
with you.
delivering?
Oh yeah, my
Are you
friend's
doing
texting me right
English?
now.
Oh my God. God.
Or do they have a translator? for
Rachel,
Jeff
run
Yamazaki?
downstairs.
I already did. You,
Okay.
you think I'm fucking playing?
Oh my goodness.
I think
Oh.
we're processing right now. We're processing.
Yep,
Wow.
we did it.
How do I top
This
that?
is insane.
What I think feels so good about this
Wow.
is all the conversations I've had with people, especially on my show, we've all felt just kind of like the butt of the joke being Godzilla fans. People don't take it seriously. And I think this is kind of like our zenith where we're like, franchise we love.
Boys, I just got back. My bad. Oh my gosh.
Ah,
Oh my
Said that
goodness.
They're playing them
Right.
off. Boo.
This is
Oh, they're playing them
Oh
off!
my gosh.
Look, they're all
Oh,
holding
Nick, I have
That's
my
the
reaction
Oscars
if you
win.
want me to send it to you right now.
Oh my God.
All right. I'll be right back. My family's watching downstairs. I should go check in with them after that.
yep.
Oh. We just witnessed history right there.
I'm shaking. Oh my gosh.
All right. Okay. I said I was gonna do it. I still got a healthy amount of drink here left. So
Yeah,
here's the
let's
Godzilla minus one.
toast.
here's the Godzilla
Minus one.
Minus one.
Let's
Minus
fucking
one.
go
Cheers.
down the hatch.
Thank you.
Cheers.
Cheers.
I'm behind.
Not done yet. Not done.
Wow.
Oh my god.
We did
Oh,
it.
Wow.
my band members are IMing me about it. I'm in total disbelief right now. My goodness. We've always
That was
known.
insane.
Now the rest of the world is seeing how amazing Godzilla is.
Oh my God. I gotta take a second here. I got some text messages to answer.
Greg Rowland says, damn Trey. I don't know why he's saying damn Trey, but
Probably because I just downed it.
Isn't it wild that we just all experienced that together? Like,
Yes.
Did somebody
Oh,
clip
I
that?
love you
Please
guys.
tell me
That was
somebody clipped
incredible.
that.
This was the best way to figure out this news. Honestly, thank you
Yeah.
guys. This
It's
is
like group hug.
awesome.
You know?
yeah.
I couldn't celebrate it with anybody but myself.
You're with us, Jacob.
You cry,
I mean,
cry.
I'm trying to be cool.
And you know what? You
believe
know
in
what
you,
makes it
Rachel.
better?
my own family is in the chat. Congratulations.
I'm now waiting for I'm now waiting for an Oscar variant figure.
Yep.
Yeah, no kidding.
Oh,
What did
yeah.
I say earlier? We're gonna get a
You
Bandai
you already
Gold.
did.
Oh man.
Oh,
My mom says hell yeah, nice, and then above she said Godzilla for the win.
Wait, that's your mom?
That's my mom.
Hey, Mama
We
Lingo.
stand
Good
a
to see
Valerie.
you.
Hello.
And then my aunt said so awesome. So they're all tuning in to see us scream at the camera and freaking
wow.
My mother-in-law just texted and said, "There's joy in Godzilla Land tonight."
yeah.
Godzilla Land. It's the world now.
The world.
Oh my God.
like
I'm so
shaking.
glad. I'm so glad. My girlfriend was filming me off camera, so I'm so glad she did because I blacked out. I can barely remember what I can't even
I don't even
comprehend what
it's
just
like-
happened.
Yeah.
We're getting DMs too. Like Crispy was talking about, like, send us your reaction to Godzilla -1 winning, and we'll edit it together. I know mine's gonna be in there because I just jumped out of my chair and was like, ah!
Oh wow.
I
You wanna
didn't
know
see
what-
any of your reactions because I was busy watching the stream. So
That was.
I don't even know what I
Oh
looked
my
like.
God. No,
So I found
Jacob,
out,
I'm like,
Go ahead, Nick.
I'm just saying, like, it's incredible. Like, my Instagram is blowing up. One, because I'm also like logged into the Kaiju United Instagram, so like I'm getting Jacob, I'm getting your notifications, and like, oh my God, I can't keep up.
I found
And
out
what
like,
makes it even better,
2
at least
minutes
for me
before.
personally, Danny
Yeah.
DeVito was the presenter, and I fucking love Danny DeVito.
I feel like I'm in the Twilight Zone right now.
Arnold was the
Arnold
one who took the
Schwarzenegger
winner,
and Danny
dude.
DeVito just told me Godzilla won an Oscar.
If you were to
I
tell
am
me that like
riding that
5
high
years
all
ago, I would not.
Right?
Oh my god.
Oh my goodness. Yeah.
Oh. This is
All right,
so
that's
cool.
I'd like to
I
thank
don't know
my
when I'm
mom.
gonna get that
my
high
dad.
again.
So do
Yeah.
we think -1 will be on the ballot next year for a different category since it didn't
Wouldn't
make it, or
this
do you
be
think
the
this will
movie-
be its one
I think
shot?
this will be the
No.
only
I
mean,
mean,
it
it
can,
shot.
right?
It's only for this
Someone
year.
someone actually commented, and I forgot to pull it up. They asked if do you think -1 would be nominated for a Saturn Award. I don't really know the awards criteria for that.
It'll probably be nominated for the next round of Saturn Awards next year because they just did the award ceremony for that, and I think it's a good likelihood that it will.
Okay.
Oh man.
Man.
I'm lightheaded.
I already,
Me
yeah,
too,
like
honestly. I'm like
I
still
don't
trying to
even.
come down.
Yeah, like
I couldn't even take my shot like when it because I was like so like jittery. I was like, I'm gonna choke and die if I do this.
I'm like
My aunt says because we are cool like that. My own mother says, "Hello, hi Rachel, I miss your face."
I miss you. Oh my gosh, I'll come see you soon.
Oh god,
wow.
me and my grown ass friends are crying like babies.
Yes! Ah!
Perfect.
To be the
Be the
first
first
Godzilla
one.
movie to win an Oscar in 69 years is truly one of a kind.
Yeah.
Nice.
Nice. Funny number is funny.
Funny number, funny.
Woo! All right, guys. I might have to take a few of you off stage, but I'm gonna do the first announcement, and then we can
I'll volunteer
pull
to
everyone back
drop
in.
out. Yep.
So, I'm done watching the Oscars. I don't need to watch it anymore. Well, I do want to know actually if Satsuma is in the in memoriam because that would make me really.
That's like the next thing I really care about.
They showed
It
the
has to
producer
be the next year, right? Like the
Yamazaki showed the producer who passed away right at the end, but they cut him off, which got me pissed.
Dang it! That's
Yeah,
Yeah,
they
he
were
was,
playing
he was
them
holding
off.
a poster. Yeah, he was holding up.
All right, so I'm gonna probably make it the three of us, Rachel, Nick, and I, for this announcement.
I'm sorry, what I'm still in a trance. I'm sorry.
You're good.
It's hard.
Oh wow.
We're just downgrading to the three of us right now for the first announcement. We're back here. Whoops. So we did a ballot run by Rachel to design a community mascot, and you all voted to design this creature. Are you guys ready to see the results?
Yeah,
I
should
think
we
so.
read the ballot results first?
Yes, I have the slide pulled up. Jamie,
Okay.
pull that up.
Jamie,
Yes.
pull it up, Jamie.
Remember to smash that like and subscribe to Kaiju United. Yes, Bat Channel. So
I'm making another drink.
our ballot results, and we were at 50 right now. So it was an amphibian. You voted for electric and fire powers. It comes from a volcano. The colors were red and black for primary and secondary.
KU colors.
Yep. Yeah, you voted bipedal with no wings, fingers and claws, and horns. Before I reveal what you guys created as a community, Rachel, did you want to talk about kind of why we did this?
Yeah. I just wanted to create. This is something that I had thought was a good idea since before the site even launched. I wanted a kaiju that we could all rally behind. We wanted the community to create the kaiju themselves because, like we have said many times before, we wanted, this whole thing to be community based. So this was a kaiju that we wanted the community to create. We wanted a community member to create the kaiju. So we got Terrible Monsters _art, which is Chris Acosta. He's a community artist. He created this for us. We had very many applications. We appreciate all the applications. we settled on Chris, and he created this amazing kaiju mascot for us. We took what we thought would be the coolest result from these results for you
Attributes.
guys. Yeah, these attributes. If you want to go into it, Jacob, because you figured out all this stuff from amphibian and stuff. So
Yes. I thought these results were great, and we had to put them all together. And it was really hard to pick an amphibian because I think that's a really cool creature for a kaiju. I know we all like reptiles here. Reptiles are rad, but amphibian just really struck me as unique. And my first thought was a bullfrog because I want to see a big, ugly bullfrog kaiju. My personal heart wanted a crustacean kaiju because I wanted a giant king crab walking around because that sounds rad. But before I reveal it, again, down here on the banner, there's Chris Acosta and then Terrible Monsters Art. Please go follow him. He deserves so
Instagram.
many more followers. Yes, Instagram, please.
He's amazing.
So many
Amazing.
more followers.
Very talented.
So here we go. This is Ichimodon. He is an axolotl kaiju with everything you voted for. So there's the image we got, the mock-up with his fire powers on the tail, the electricity surging through the little fins on the axolotl's face that go down his back too. So we took an axolotl and we made it, well, kind of Chris did this. Chris did a lot of this. He made it mean and kaiju-y. So here's a couple of the concepts. Here's the head designs he did. As you can see, it says very mean. Noticeable crest, different kind of looks. And this is his little, on the right, the like basic sketch of, trying to get a shape through it.
It kind of looks like
The
something
reason-
that would fight
Go
JD
on.
Lee's original kaiju
G-Fantis.
from yeah, it would look something from it would fight G-Fantis and appear
And
in like
I-
the G-Fest program.
Yes, I struggled on a name for a long
Yeah.
time. I was like, I don't know what to name this thing. I don't know if it would live up to the hype. So I talked to our contributing writer, Elijah Thomas, who is like, I'm going to call him a genius. He is so smart. He knows so much about kaiju and toku. Even if I don't agree with his takes on the MonsterVerse, I still love that guy. I love engaging in conversation with him. He is a talented guy. He's doing bonus features for SRS Cinema, if you didn't see that. Just a great contributor, great guy. So, in his own words, the word, and I'm butchering Japanese, I apologize. The word ichimidoshin in Japanese translates to one same mind, or in other words, a term for a group of people to be united.
Wow.
Ichimidan would be a play on the word plus the suffix don at the end to reference it as a monster. So his name literally means united, a kaiju united.
That is wow.
But to
I didn't know it went that
further
deep.
reiterate how perfect this all lined up, you guys had voted for, you wanted him to come from a volcano. He has fire powers tied with lightning, of course, but he does originate from a volcano according to the poll. And the axolotl is actually named after the Aztec god of volcanoes, which was, remind me again, Jacob? What his name
Gelato, I
was?
think.
Yeah,
Gelato.
Axolotl.
With the
Yeah,
Gelato?
yeah.
So-
So
It literally the Aztec god of fire and thunder is where the name axolotl came from to name the creature. So really great. It just all
Perfect.
came together.
aligned perfectly.
That being
All the
said,
pieces.
this is the Kaiju United mascot.
Chris is in
designed
the chat.
wonderfully.
Did you happen to see?
He's in the chat.
Yeah.
Hey, sweet.
Bring him in.
There he is right there. Thank you so much for the opportunity. And
Thank
then
you for
G
doing
Fantasy
it.
matchup.
You're amazing.
Iconic. That's so poignant. Love it. I like the idea of fire and electricity. Water could put out the fire, but increase the electricity. I agree.
Ooh.
So, that being
There
said,
will be shirts coming soon.
shirts are coming.
Shirts are in works right now. It'll be a second, but you guys will have shirts by G Fest.
I really wanted to have a shirt reveal tonight, but it just didn't happen. So it's coming. We'll have them by G Fest, and we'll have this guy front and center on them. And I can't wait to show you what that looks like. So that's
Again,
our
100
first
thanks to Chris.
100. Yeah, thank you so much to Chris. Full transparency. We did commission him. We believe in paying our artists for their hard work. So we did privately commission Chris. That being
After an
said,
application process.
after an application process, yeah, we appreciate everybody that applied and everybody that submitted results for the ballot. We had about 41 different votes in the ballot. So it was just really great for the community to come together for this. Night Ravens, can we buy them before G Fest? We'll see.
We'll let you know.
We'll let
One
you
more
know.
time. Terrible Monsters _art on Instagram. Go check out everything he does. He's amazing. Blow him up, share his stuff, like it, do the whole thing.
Smash that motherfucking like button.
Exactly.
Yeah, so that's our first big announcement, and we're an hour in. We are still holding strong at 49 viewers, which is just incredible. Like it just means a lot that like 50 of you guys are tuning in and watching me for an hour, which is just ridiculous. Like I love it so much, and I super appreciate everything you guys have done to support Kaiju United, and I hope that it all continues. This is our way of giving back and letting the community have a voice within KU.
More to
All
come.
right. That's our first big announcement. Let's bring everybody back. Surprise.
That is sick. Well done.
What do you guys think?
Cheers
Obsessed.
to that.
Obsessed.
I'm excited for those shirts. I'm getting one of those shirts.
They're coming.
I want to know. Somebody in the comments said the G Fantasy. When's the G Fantasy match happening? Is that or do we have that scheduled for G Fest? Can we
Get him on
commission
the phone.
Can we commission Dojo Studios to make a suit for us?
You beat me to it.
Or just a shirt design with both of them on there. Collab shirt.
To be
Let's see.
determined. Call us.
That's so
As long
awesome,
as it's
guys.
not AI generated, cool. Don't worry, it is not AI
Yikes.
generated. Congrats on the 1 year. There's Chris himself.
Thanks, Chris.
Elena
Glad you could be
says,
a
"I'll
part
see
of
what I
it."
can
Awesome,
do.
Mike.
I'll see what I can do."
JK. No, JK. You're just going to do it now. You already announced it. Sorry, Elena.
I need it on a mug. I need it on a wine bottle.
Ooh.
A beanie.
Adam made the perfect
A
comment in the
beanie.
comments.
A beanie.
Pay the
I get a
artist.
Don't you
Yes,
worry.
pay the
You will.
artist.
Merch
Yeah.
will come at some point soon.
Awesome.
Nice.
Let us know.
Let's see what else we got.
I think
God-
I'm going to take
God-
off. I'm going to go downstairs and watch the rest of the Oscar show. I'm going to with my family. But hey,
Thank you, David.
congrats on 1 year, guys. Honestly, it's been
Thanks,
insane.
David.
I can't even
Thanks for
believe
being
like
a huge part of it.
the growth
Thank you, David.
that Kaiju United has gone through in the last year. It's incredibly heartwarming to see. You guys keep up the good work. Obviously,
Thank you, David. Thank you so much. Thanks for hopping on to be a guest. I appreciate it.
anytime. If you guys are still going later, I'll probably tune back in. But for now,
We'll be
take
on.
it easy,
We'll be
guys.
on later. I want to be here when Elijah gets on.
All right. Well, for now, I'm off.
Bye,
Later.
David.
Thank you. All right. Well,
Leave.
I'm gonna see if I can put out a few more invites. Until then, how you guys doing? You guys pretty excited about that -1?
Great.
Right.
Getting drunk, so
I still feel the
Yeah,
adrenaline.
It hit me.
like the adrenaline, the alcohol. It's like,
Yes.
oh my fucking god!
It just feels like bliss right now. You know, like that buzzed feeling where you're just like,
It's like
oh,
the weight of 1,000 suns have been lifted
yes.
somehow.
All is right in the world. You know.
I know, like, we were
Kind of.
hoping for like a best picture win, but when most people refer to the Godzilla films as like, oh, the guy in the rubber suit, going from that as what it's known as to winning best visual effects, I think that's
Great point.
that's huge.
It's kind of iconic.
I would-
if you think
Yes,
about
it
it.
is.
It's crazy.
Yep.
I was talking to some friends in over on Instagram, and we were talking about it's crazy how Shin Godzilla was just as good but didn't get this much like praise and success. And I was like, guys, Shin Godzilla walked so -1 could run.
Absolutely.
Mhm.
Careful.
And the film did
Don't
it
say
with
the
what,
run
8
thing.
million
People
budget.
I mean,
8 million. 10
I
million.
really, I mean, a lot of
Yeah.
people have been saying this, and I can't agree more. Like, I really hope that like -1 gives Hollywood the kick in the ass it needs to get its shit together, because the fact that like what it managed to pull off, not just the Oscar win, but everything else on a budget so little, like we don't need these like multi-trillion-dollar budgets to make like good movies. And like it's so freaking cool that a Godzilla movie of all franchises is the one to do this.
Mm-hmm.
And
Yeah,
it beat
Cheers to that.
debatably the best Marvel movie released last year. I think is Guardians 3 regarded as the best one released last year. I'd say that's.
I mean, that's not a high bar anyway. So
Yeah. No, the last few years that's not a high bar, but it's still like we're beating a movie with what $300-400 million budget on an $8 million just metric wise, and then
Well, I
you know
didn't
just
think,
taking out a
like,
giant.
I didn't think
it's a good
Guardians
thing.
stood a single chance because, like, I mean, with the way people react to the nominations, like that was a pretty good. It was a pretty good indicator that
Mhm.
of where everything would place. Because if you remember when they were announcing the nominations and they were doing best visual effects, Godzilla -1 got the most applause out of all the other films, and Guardians of the Galaxy barely got a golf clap.
Welcome back, Steven. All right, guys. I got another guest in here. I'll introduce real quick.
Yes,
This is
please.
Nathan Marchand.
Yo!
Writer, podcaster.
Nathan.
Hello.
So I have to admit, I am super excited that Arnold himself gave the award for best special effects to Godzilla.
Yes.
Oh, how'd I know? How'd I know?
I
know you
mean, the man is a kaiju. Let's be honest.
Oh yeah.
It's like a glitch in the Matrix. Like those two guys were the ones to give out the to announce the nominations. It's like
It was 72.
what is happening?
It was Godzilla and Anguirus right on stage. You know? And he was fun. all
No,
love
with
and
Danny
respect
DeVito,
to
it was
both of them.
Godzilla and Manila.
Okay,
It was Godzilla.
I now need
Yeah.
a fan edit of Godzilla versus Gigan with Schwarzenegger and Danny DeVito.
Or
But now the
who-
question becomes, who do we cast as Ghidorah and Gigan?
if we use the
I
revenge
want-
route, we make
Angle is
Michael Keaton Gabra, because they talked about both trying to take out his Batman. So you can have Michael Keaton as Gabra and then have Godzilla in the middle. But please continue, Nate. Sorry.
Yeah. I'm thinking with like Ghidorah, you got to either do like Destiny's Child or like the Hemsworth brothers, a trinity, something like that. You got to have like all three of their heads like just going around.
Yeah, but then you have to start asking questions like who gets to be Kevin?
Chris gets the middle head. I don't think anybody no debate. Chris gets the middle head.
Yeah,
Liam, I think,
probably
should be
Liam,
Kevin.
All right. Kevin says, when does the merch start?
As soon as absolutely possible. We will let you know. We have a meeting with our supplier within the next week.
Ooh.
Alrighty.
Yep.
We're getting on it.
You know what you guys need to do now. Yeah, I know it would be cool for Dojo to make you a suit. Now you got to get Dojo to make you a short film.
Ooh.
Yeah.
And then you have Elijah direct it.
Oh yeah.
Ooh.
What are you thinking here?
I
Can I be
aspire to your guys'
cinematographer?
level of organization, honestly. You're so organized and I love it.
On the public front.
Great.
Hey, I've ran a community before. It is really hard. So major props to you guys.
Mhm.
A lot of work.
Hey, the big man Japan himself, Ian says.
Yeah.
When's the
Adam,
Kaiju
that was
United
great.
Ichimidon drink coming? Thirsty Thursday toys.
Adam?
Adam.
I have ideas.
Mm. Will it be ready by G-Fest?
Oh.
Will it be ready by dude? You know you should if you come up with one.
Yes.
Since you're coming to Kaiju Brooklyn, debut it at Kaiju Brooklyn.
Oh,
Ooh.
yes.
Okay.
Oh.
Yes. Oh, maybe.
Yes.
2 months.
Come on,
Yes.
Not a
No.
lot of
Yes.
time.
No.
But Adam is
Ooh.
he's a
Yes, wait.
genius at it.
End of May. Yes. Yes. Yes.
Let's see. King Donkey
3
Kong
months.
himself says no one wants to be Kevin.
Oh, come on.
I'll be Kevin.
Come on.
I'll be
Kevin
Kevin.
1.0 became Mechagodzilla.
Fair point.
That would make sense why he just constantly attacked Godzilla and not Kong at all.
Okay. Couple things. Entertainment headquarters says a collaboration with Titanic Creations.
Ooh.
Yes.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Steven says Dojo Studios. So for those of you that do not know, Dojo Studios is the indie film, fan film production house within G-Fest. So every year they have their own room within the convention and they make their own suitmation films with, miniature sets and suits and practical effects. And it's just a bunch of fans getting together and just making movies the way they love it. And it's really cool and endearing. I love
And
it.
if you come to G-Fest this year and you watch their film for this year, if you're eagle-eyed, you might see me make a cameo as a fleeing crowd member.
Yep.
Love it.
They do a lot of like the crowd filming stuff at G-Fest. So sometimes, if you're lucky, or at least they have in the past, I don't know if they currently do still.
Yeah. Oh, we got 2 guests coming in. Let's do it. Let's add to this party because we're celebrating Kaiju United. We're celebrating Godzilla's Oscar win. We're going to pack this house up. We got Josh Holloway, Majin's Beard.
Oh, no.
Hi, Josh.
Another Josh Holloway? That makes 2 Josh Holloways I know now.
We also got Matt, who is a previous interviewee. He does the comic Sector 7.
Hi,
And he
Matt.
also runs.
Hi guys, glad to be here.
Oh, Matt, lower your audio just a tad.
Oh, is that any better?
Oh, no.
Just a little bit.
A little bit more.
Good mic settings.
There we go.
There we go.
How's
I
that?
can do it.
Oh,
There
yeah.
we go.
I got you.
My
guys.
bad.
I got
All
you.
good.
How's it going,
Thank you.
guys? How you doing?
Oh, great now.
You doing great. Oh man, what an evening. Matt, you were an interviewee with Kaiju United. Do you want to talk about like your experience with Kaiju United, where you first heard of it, and just like all that, the experience of you and Ron interviewing, and how are you feeling about 1 year just collaborating with us?
Yeah, it's been an interesting ride. I'm trying to remember, like, I think I was just going out looking for folks to work with and kind of get the word out about what Ron and I were doing, and it just so happened you were kind of just starting out at a similar time, and it was kind of cool. We got to just build a relationship and really just had a lot of fun chatting with you. We came on the show and talked a little bit about the comic, and we're still working on putting things together for that. Yeah, it's been a fun ride. We've let's see, we hung out, played through the NES Godzilla game, and that was a fun little experience.
That was really fun.
Yeah,
That was
a
super
whole lot
fun.
of fun. It was like
Have you
3
guys-
hours too. It was great.
Yeah. Have you guys
So-
played that game? Have you guys played the NES Godzilla game? It's pretty fun.
Oh yeah, all the time. when I was younger.
I
Yeah.
definitely
Yeah.
have. My regret though is that I never got my I've played the second one, which is that weird strategy game, but I never bought a copy, and I wish I had, even though it was kind of a weird game.
For sure. Pull that off. Yeah, I don't know, man. It's been great. And real quick, because we're pouring in more viewers. If you guys missed it, real quick, I will pull a few of you guys down so I can show the mascot one more time. We did this right here, which is a Ichimidan, which is our community created mascot, in case you guys missed it. That was our first big announcement when we hit 50 viewers, and it's just an amazing creature, and it was designed by Mr. Chris Acosta, Terrible Monsters Art. Please go follow that artist. He designed this by himself, and he did such an amazing job, and we're really proud of that. So I really appreciate everything you guys are doing for KU. It's really nice to get to know Trey from the Bat Channel. It's just a smorgasbord of people that have networked and been involved with KU on the stream. So I think that's really cool.
Amen, man.
Amen. Matt, Josh, did you guys watch the Oscar win live?
Yes, I was like throwing everything around, screaming. I fucking told you, Arnold. I knew Arnold when Arnold was on stage because he's a huge Godzilla fan. I knew as soon as he came on stage, I was like, Godzilla won. I know it. I just freaking know it. And then after I saw Jacob's reaction, everyone else's reaction, I was like, ah.
Yeah, I was not. Today has actually this whole weekend has been kind of a whirlwind, but I knew it was happening, but that's one of those things where the Oscars, even though I'm super, it's a pretty like huge moment. Like for what all my life, really forever, it's been Godzilla was just sort of like this B movie joke. So it is a really cool moment to see happen. But it's one I'm completely content watching on replay. I tend to catch most of my stuff like that nowadays. I'm mostly a streamer rather than I don't carry cable or anything anymore. I know it makes me kind of strange, but
it kind of goes back to like when the Lord of the Rings won Oscars for at the time, because that was the first fantasy films to ever win Oscars. So it kind of goes back to that time. So it was kind of exciting.
I agree. What a time, man. And I know there's a lot of cynical people in this fandom. They're like, what do you mean it's the best time to be a fan? What? And I, as Mr. Kaiju United himself, I want to say I'm having a pretty damn good time as a fan right now.
Award aside, I mean, we are getting so much Godzilla content, more than we've ever gotten in a long time. If anybody remembers the, 2004 through 2014 dry spell, like
don't bring
trauma.
Still recovering.
Oh my!
Or if you're an old man in the room, going back to the early '90s, trying to go find any kind of Godzilla content you could find on VHS.
Yeah, I agree. I was born in '85, so I got another year to go, and I'll be 40. And just growing up in the '90s, it was like a desert.
Not knowing that the Heisei era existed.
Exactly. I had to find out through the toys,
Yep. I still remember the exact store I was in when I saw my first Trendmasters licensed Godzilla merchandise, because it was that big of a deal. Like it was unbelievable that I was seeing it on the shelves.
Yeah, my first one was those little bitty stretchy ones, where you can pose them like kind of Play-Doh. I got the Ghidorah and got Heisei Godzilla. Then after that, I found them bigger in Toys R Us, and I was like, "What? There's Space Godzilla?" Oh.
Yep.
I was born the same year as Godzilla '98, so I don't remember that at all.
You're better off.
The dark times.
I
know
do
that
remember
movie.
the-
I know that movie is developing a following with some younger fans, but even I don't get it, and I wasn't one of the potent haters for that movie.
I mean, it took a time to grow on me, but when I remember when I first saw it, it was like seeing Jay Leno come out of the ground with that big old chin of his.
I've said this often that, but Godzilla '98 has more in common with Beast from 20,000 Fathoms than it does anything Godzilla. And if it hadn't been called Godzilla, it would have faded into 90s obscurity.
You want to know something? You're not the first person to say that. So like at G-Fest, I interviewed the guy who coined the term Gino, Richard Pusateri, and he was telling me stories about like because he lived in LA at the time, and he told me stories about what it was like living in LA when they were filming the movie there. And his friend worked at an electronics store, and one of the crew member came in and said, "Yeah, I need a bunch of tiny light bulbs. I'm working on the new Godzilla movie, but it's not really Godzilla. It's more of a remake of the Beast from 20,000 Fathoms."
See, they knew it back then too.
Yeah, I mean, but I'm sorry, I had to just like back out from it. I needed to like catch up with like friends, Instagram, and all that. But who here? I heard somebody mention the Godzilla drought of 2004 to 2014. Was that you, Donnie?
Donnie.
Yeah.
Donnie did.
Oh my God, that was such like a very
all we had were the
interesting
Pipeworks games. That's
Mhm.
really
all we had was the Pipeworks games, the Always Sunny on 3rd Street 2 clips, and like just
Which everyone
endless
said was a new
rumors
movie.
of like, hey, I heard they're making a 40-minute Godzilla 3D. Anybody hear anything?
Oh,
It was
God,
like
And a bunch of fake fan trailers.
Oh my God! Like, yeah, Godzilla. I cannot tell you how many times I went on YouTube and searched new Godzilla movie trailer 2011, as if like a major studio would just release a new Godzilla movie trailer without any promotion whatsoever, like on the down low.
Do you even remember that?
I mean, I was
Gamera
13, but you know.
concept too.
Yep.
Yeah.
Someone mentioned in the chat that we also had Cloverfield during that, and the funny thing was, I do remember there was a hot minute where people wondered if it was a secret Godzilla movie.
I do.
Dude, I remember.
that
I
rumor.
went to go see Transformers.
Oh, dude.
I did,
Yes.
yeah, same
I went
thing.
to go see
I saw
Transformers for a
Transformers
friend's
and this
birthday.
played, and I
Yeah.
wasn't. I was like, what even? What in the? What the heck is this? It's so
Me too.
weird.
Like all my friends like were like when we were sitting in that theater, we were seeing it for like a friend's birthday or something, and we were like waiting for the movie to start, and that trailer played, and all my friends, knowing the Godzilla like addict that I was, they all looked at me and be like, "Was that Godzilla? Are they making a new Godzilla movie?"
I had a similar reaction. I was there to see Transformers with some friends, and I do think they kind of looked at me as like, "Is that Godzilla?" Like one of my friends even said it was Godzilla out loud in the theater.
I thought it was the new Trey Parker movie. They was going to make a movie at the time called Giant Monsters Attack Japan about this guy going to Japan, and then all these monsters start fighting each other, and then these giant superheroes start coming. I thought it was a trailer for that. I was going, sweet, finally. And then I thought it was canceled. I was like, well, no, never mind. It's different.
Yeah, it's what Steven's basically echoing what we were all saying. Some people took the footage of Cloverfield and called it new Godzilla footage. I remember
that too. Like
I remember,
dude. Kids, I mean, I hate to sound like a fucking boomer, but like kids these days,
Hey,
like, young
boomer.
Godzilla fans will never know the suffering, or rather, the very unique time it was being a Godzilla fan between 2004 and 2014, and how fucking mental all of us went when it was not only confirmed that Legendary was making Godzilla 2014, but when the first teaser trailer dropped, dude, I was in the middle of class when that happened. Like it was like a computer lab class, if I remember, and like I was, of course, me being the fucking ADHD riddled child that I was, like I wasn't
What's
doing my work.
changed?
I was watching YouTube, and like I found it was actually a few days before the trailer officially dropped. Somebody had leaked it, and I watched it, and I was just freaking the fuck out.
Well, and we were extra caught up in our heads because after Godzilla Final Wars came out, they basically were like, "We're done. We're shelving it."
Wait, I'm sorry. What was that? I'm sorry.
we
Ryan
had, like-
Gosling is performing "I'm Just Ken," I think.
Oh my god, that's
I'm
amazing!
sorry, I got distracted.
Okay.
Well, I was just saying that like Toho also was like, "We're shelving Godzilla indefinitely" after
Yeah.
Godzilla Final War, so there was like that extra dread of like, we may not ever see this again.
Well, I think we all could at least take some solace. I mean, it would have been small comfort, but it wouldn't have been the first time.
True.
You know, we had a 9-year span. That was before any of us were born, but we had a 9-year span between 75 and 84.
Mm-hmm.
I mean,
Well,
I
then right-
think we all kind of knew that it was like, even if we didn't know, we were all kind of expecting Godzilla to come back because like there was just so much desire for a new movie. Even though the fandom was much more niche back then, there was a very prevalent desire from the fan base for a new Godzilla, and like it I don't know.
Oh well, that actually brings an interesting question to my mind. Do you guys also keep in mind, mind you, this was right before the drought ended. We had Pacific Rim in 2013 as well. So, but do you guys think that the kaiju fandom is still niche, or has it, especially now with -1, especially,
not as
has it achieved
changing.
mainstream status now?
It's
I would
changing, and
say
it's okay
it's
that
still
it is.
kind of niche in like a very broad definition, but it's definitely much more popular than it was like 10 or so years ago.
Mhm.
Because
If I
like
could
not
put it
because
in-
one with the, oh my fucking god, they have Slash. Slash is playing guitar with Ryan Gosling.
What?
Yeah.
I'm not kidding. No, I don't want to show it, but like, dude, Slash is playing. I'm just Ken
Wow.
with Ryan Gosling. What the
Elena
fuck
says
is this
not as
Oscars,
niche
man?
as it was
Seriously.
Okay, I'm gonna have to watch some highlights tomorrow because Slash.
He's playing
Slash
Action
from
Ken,
Guns
that's
N' Roses.
amazing.
I'm
know.
not kidding.
Wow.
If I could put it in anime terms, I feel like -1 is the Attack on Titan for this genre.
Yeah.
I don't think it's going to be as big as anime like now is clearly accepted, but I do think these kaiju movies, especially kaiju, probably more than tokusatsu, can be taken a lot more seriously.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
50-50.
Although
Getting
I
into the Marvel
do think-
phase.
There's
I do,
definitely a
although I do
urge.
think kaiju and tokusatsu, but are on the verge of potentially. I don't want to say for sure, but they might be potentially on the cusp of doing what anime did in the 90s after a couple of heavy hitter movies like Akira and Ghost in the Shell and Neon Genesis Evangelion. Those coming out and propelling the medium not only just forward creatively, but also into more so into the zeitgeist to the point now that anime is almost as ubiquitous as Disney. It feels like at points.
Yeah.
So I think we could be on the verge of doing that. You know, kaiju and tokusatsu are going to start catching up, I think, a bit with that. And the environment that I think a lot of American audiences find themselves in, where they're, you know, you look at the box office numbers for Hollywood in 2023, they're disenchanted with what Hollywood is putting out. -1 comes out, it's exactly what they're looking for, and it became this little movie that it just would not leave. You know, it kept going.
Yeah, for sure.
You know, it's something I actually talked about this on the Toku Secrets podcast. One thing I think is interesting is that we've now had 2 Godzilla movies in a row, the -1 and GVK, that benefited from arguably unique circumstances. GVK, it was the first big blockbuster to come out post quarantine for most people, and now we have -1 coming out in a downturn time for Hollywood, and it's just raking in money. And now it just won a freaking Oscar. I mean, I don't take the Oscars that seriously, but it just pulled it off.
We got a couple of comments coming in again, and I want to make sure that everyone is recognized in their comments. So Elena did mention, I think we'll continue to be so like niche, but for sure we'll grow. Kaiju Fanatic, who may join later, I'd say it's safe bet to say Tokusatsu, especially Godzilla, is becoming large in that spotlight. The last few years have really shown how strong Godzilla's presence is internationally.
Dude,
You know,
100%.
it's one of those things. I do feel like a lot of us who've been in the content creation sphere, we may suddenly find ourselves realizing we were just ahead of enough of the curve that we were ready to hit that iron when it was hot, and I'm kind of excited about that.
You
To-
want to
to
know
your
what's
point,
crazy? I'm sorry. Go
I
ahead.
really think. Oh, sorry, I'm stepping
No,
over.
no. Go
someone.
ahead. I've spoken enough. You go ahead.
Oh, no, I was just gonna say actually to both of your points there about the genre, it is still niche in a way, but like I think what you had was these very hardcore niche fans that are well kind of the ones that obsess about it. Like we love the genre, we know all the movies, the all the kaiju, those types of things. And what I think, while that has grown, I would definitely agree that it has grown. I think what we've gained is more of the casual audience. Is now
Right.
you have a much more mainstream casual appeal of people who are in it because they just want to watch an enjoyable film, and now they're kind of getting to be fans of these characters too, and they may never have the whole who would win in a fight, Gigan or Gueron debate, kind of thing, but they're still they're the ones really that's going to drive content for all of us because there's so many more
Yeah,
of them
exactly.
than
At
the
the very
hardcore.
least, like people are going to be taking
Nick.
these types of movies much more seriously, and we're 100% for sure going to see like an increase in G-Fest because for a lot of people, this is going to be their first Godzilla movie. Like it's not the first
Oh, yeah.
time that Godzilla 2014, regardless of what you think of that movie, you can't deny that it introduced a whole new generation of people to the character. And this movie,
Yes.
like 9 years later, did the same thing. Like Jacob, I think it was like you and I think we were doing our -1 podcast, and you said that when you returned to G-Fest after 2014 was released, I think it was in 2015, you noticed a significant rise in attendance, and like it was way more crowded. And to what I said, can only imagine this movie is going to help that convention grow. And I'd say give it maybe 2-3 years at least before
Yes.
G-Fest moves from the Hyatt Regency to that Rosemont Convention Center, and we get G-Fest in a proper
Can they
convention
do that,
center.
please?
Wow,
Right.
that
That
would
would
be
be
nuts.
I think that would be and you want to know
All right.
and it's a big convention center. They don't have to take at the very least. I feel like they could take over at least half of it. They don't have to use it all. Like a lot of conventions that are held in big convention centers don't utilize the entire building, depending upon their size. I know Anime NYC it only recently used up a large portion of the Javits Center in New York City, but like I can only
Yeah.
imagine. Yeah, go ahead, Jacob.
So, real quick, I think Donnie was trying to say something before he had to head off.
Yeah, I have to head off shortly. So I just want to say that I think Godzilla has always been a household name, but I teach for a living. I work with a lot of like Gen Z students, for example, and I'm always listening into them to see like if they are into Godzilla as well. I heard numerous students at my school talking about -1 casually at a coffee shop.
My work
I
did that too. People at my work were talking about it.
It's wild. And then in one of my classes, like I mentioned the MonsterVerse, and over half of my students knew what I was referring to when I said MonsterVerse. So like the cinematic universe naming is definitely something that's catching on, and I think I would argue that we're still niche to a certain extent, but I feel like we have broken through significantly.
I agree.
More so
We're
than
like
we used to.
borderline niche and mainstream.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
I'm gonna take it back home for a minute because this is the Kaiju United anniversary stream.
Yes.
I'm really happy that Kaiju United came around when all of this was going on. I'm really happy that we could exist as this kaiju renaissance was truly happening. Like, a lot of people say Pacific Rim and 14 kicked it off in ways, yeah, but the explosion is happening right now, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
I'm really happy about it.
So, my friends, I'm going to head off for the night, but I'm glad that I got to experience this with all of you. And
thank you so much, Tony.
Thank you, Kaiju United, for being a wonderful host and a great space and a home for so many. And if you've not watched Growing Up with Godzilla, go please do that. And if you're interested in being a guest, hit me up and we'll talk. So
I want to come back. So
there's going to be some spots opening, so we'll figure it out.
I'll definitely hit you up, Donnie.
Farewell, my friends. Have a good night.
See you later.
Thank you so much, Donnie. All right, guys, let's catch up on some comments. A while back, Echoes of Giant Monsters podcast says, to the point, this it feels like the popularity is rounding a positive corner. You know, the explosion of kaiju coming in. It's all positive. People are really, enjoying this stuff, and there's less toxicity, which is really nice.
This is why I'm going to be very curious to see how GXK does. Because it's going to be a very different movie than -1.
Yes.
I'm excited about it.
We are at 56 viewers. We are holding strong in those mid-50s. 40 of those are from Twitter. So what's going on tonight, Twitter?
What's with the Twitter of all things? I was expecting at the very least Facebook to be like the driving force behind it.
I'm not calling it X. I'm sorry.
None of us
so
do.
7 on YouTube, 7 on the page, and 1 in the group, and 1 on Twitch. We got 1 viewer on Twitch.
Hey.
Who is actually our good friends, Kaiju TV, who
Joseph
movies.
Hey.
Joseph. I'm late to the party. Congrats to Jacob and the KU team, and also to -1. Tonight is a night of celebrating. We're celebrating Kaiju United. We're celebrating -1 won an Oscar. Am I dreaming right now? What's going on?
I was
here?
going to say, how exciting is it going to be when we all go buy the Blu-ray and it says plaster right there on
Sold
the
out.
front? Winner of the best visual effects Oscar or something, or the Oscar-winning Godzilla -1.
Did you ever think in your entire life you would see a Godzilla movie, let alone an authentic Godzilla movie, win an Oscar? Because if it ever happened, I would think it would be like an American Godzilla, but never like an authentic Godzilla.
So,
crazy.
Yeah, I mean that's crazy. So we're at 55 right now. I'll make another announcement if we get to 60. 56. I lied.
Let's go.
So we get this sucker to 60. I'll drop another announcement.
Share the stream, guys. You know what to do.
I was gonna say one thing. It's like back in 2001, I think 2000 when Crouching Tiger came out. No one thought that was going to win anything. It was a surprise hit. It's kind of like reminiscing of that and the Lord of the Rings, like I said earlier. It's like I'm a huge wuxia martial arts fan, and when Crouching Tiger, Hidden Dragon won, it's the exact same feeling that I'm feeling right now. It's like a martial arts film of that fantasy type won an Oscar for Best Picture. I mean, so anything's possible as long as there's a right director and the right love for it. It's gonna take off.
Yeah, and Josh, and for the record, guys, Josh Majin's beard here knows the absolute most out of anyone I know about Hong Kong and wuxia and like Jackie Chan, Bruce Lee, and Shaw Brothers, and all those kinds of movies. And I love those movies very much.
Hold on a second. Let me turn my camera around. See, that's all wuxia almost and tokusatsu.
My man.
So you must. I'm assuming then that you are a big fan of Super Inframan because it combines both of them.
Yeah, I did actually a video on that a long time ago. It's like it's called the Chinese Superman, and it's actually a joint production with a Japanese studio. I can't remember if it's Tsuburaya or it was Toei, but they helped out with some of the stuff.
It was
Toei.
Toei.
Toei, okay. Yeah, they helped out a lot with that Super Inframan. That's why I love it so much.
Adam's
I just shared the stream out on the MIFV Twitter.
We got. Oh, thank you. Stephen Holmes says, "Does Josh have Zoo Warriors of the Magic Mountain?"
Ooh.
Well, hold on a second. Let me dig through my little thing here. It should be right here, actually.
Wow.
At least somewhere.
That's a
Yeah.
that's
Joke
a
status.
Hey,
You knew exactly
You don't have
where
Zoo
it
Warriors
was,
in your
too.
collection.
I
Can
don't
you
have
call
Zoo
yourself a
Warriors.
fan?
What?
Whoa,
Looks
hey,
like
I
my
don't have
Kaiju
that
DVD
collection.
shelf.
Like I
We're gonna
said,
start
guys.
talking about true fans. Oh no.
Like I said, okay, we're at 57, guys. If we get to 60, not only will I announce something personally, but if we get to 20 likes, Adam will do another shot.
Oh.
Time to
I've
log
been,
into
I've been
my
working
3
on
other
the
accounts
Kaiju
quick.
United mascot.
He's
Oh, there
working
you
on the
go.
mascot drink.
If I didn't have to work
60!
tomorrow,
Let's go!
Woo! Yes.
Enjoy.
Okay, what you got?
All right, so I don't have a cool graphic or slideshow for this one. I apologize.
Oh no.
So buckle up.
Uh?
Ooh,
Hold on
we
to
got
your
another
butt.
guest in just a minute. I don't know how much I can discuss publicly, but I will just say that I was approached by G-Fest, and they are consolidating a lot of their awards into one ceremony, and I will be the MC. So you will see my beautiful face. We'll present the awards, and we'll do a ceremony, and we'll have a lot of fun because I can kind of do whatever I want.
Let's
Oh,
go.
no.
That's awesome, dude.
Love it.
Don't
That's
let the
awesome.
power go to your head.
I won't. I can't talk much more because there's other stuff in development for other shows. But I can tell you that much.
I'm
kinda jealous of these guys.
I'm hoping to hear announcements for the panels really soon because I only sent like a dozen panel suggestions.
I pitched 4, and unfortunately, I can't tell you one way or the other.
Yeah,
but
I pitched a couple. I need Elijah here to ask him a question though. I want him to be on. So I'm waiting for Elijah to get here.
Elena says, "Woohoo!" Joseph says, "Congrats!" My cousin, there's just exclamation points. Okay, Jacob, I see you.
Steven, you better be there again.
Steven, you better be there, buddy.
Yeah,
All right.
You were only there for Friday, dude. You gotta stay for the whole weekend, man. You gotta come.
And just
the
so
original
everyone
G-Fest
knows, this stream, yeah, Night Ravens, yes, it is still going. We're not going anywhere for a minute. But if anyone here needs to go, it's a revolving door. I got more guests on the back burner, so we're
And
just going to
if I
celebrate.
may, on that note, Jacob, I do got some kids I got to make sure are asleep and things like that, and I got to get up and teach in the morning. But I just wanted to thank you. Sector 7, it's been a little slow as far as news goes lately. We're trying to work out some things logistically, and we're kind of reimagining like where we're how to launch this thing and that. But I just wanted to thank you for kind of being a an ally for us and someone that's had our back since day one. I really, like you said, I believe in this story. I believe in the monsters we've created in the universe. So we're gonna make it happen. But you've been just a great support. It's just a lot of fun to get to know and chat with. And I see nothing but awesome things for the future. And I'm gonna get some more articles over to you as well. Someone gave me inspiration for one today that it'll be a nice little opinion piece. I think will go good. So
Hey guys, real quick, the in memoriam is happening at the Academy Awards. Just in case anyone's curious, I'm gonna quickly hit play because I exited out. And on that note, thank you, Matthew. Thanks for tuning in. Have a nice
great
evening.
night.
Bye.
All right, we got 64 views out of that, which is rad. But I'm gonna quickly pay a little attention to the in memoriam. I tuned in late, so if anyone can tell me if Kenpachiro Satsuma appears, that would really make my heart happy. Paul Rubens, oh, that broke my heart.
Yeah.
Richard
Get to
Roundtree.
meet Paul.
Man,
Yeah.
last year sucked. All right. We also have Brendan here, who runs Autistic Lizard Productions. So
Hey, Jacob, and Nate, what's up? And hello, everybody.
Hey.
Hey man, how you doing?
How's it going?
Hey,
What's up?
yeah. Hey, I'm doing good. I'm just playing with my new Bandai toys that I just did an unboxing videos like a few hours ago.
Nice.
If you guys want to check that out on my channel.
Shameless self-promotion. I like that around here. Yeah, actually, in a little bit, pretty shortly here, Brendan and I are actually gonna bow out. We're gonna go do a stream for my Patreon. So
Yep. Which
Yeah,
just
we'll be-
reminds
we'll be-
reminds me, I'll be right back.
Uh-oh.
Oh, you're good, buddy.
That's okay.
Oh.
Oh yeah, Adam, you're still muted. Are you just drinking? You just happy?
I forgot I was still muted. Yeah, I'm just.
He's in a blissful moment, man.
He's enjoying the juice.
I'm just talking into nothing.
I've been talking, but that was face.
I made this one. I made this one.
Do we?
This is different.
Do you want to take
Okay,
I got
a
my
quick break
sake
for
here.
60 views?
Name this Godzilla movie.
That's actually not booze. It's just that somebody spiked his soda with Mothra dust, so he's just very euphoric.
I gotta send you the recipe for that.
Oh yes, I wasn't gonna bring it up necessarily, but I'm kind of excited about that. But fun fact: this man is crazy. I met him last year, and I was telling him about one of the things I do on the Monster Island Film Vault is I have these little like audio drama vignettes, and I basically like created this whole little world on Monster Island. Now there's a resort with all these different restaurants and things there, and I mentioned that there's that one of the establishments there has a drink that spices up their alcohol with Mothra dust. And he's like, I'm gonna make that. So he's been working on it. So have it ready by G Fest. I need to try this because I'll take that over the other alcohol that is apparently popular at G Fest because I'm kind of scared. I went to that after party once and I thought I was going to be inducted into a cult and kind of left.
Jokes on you.
I have
you
never
were, you
been
just don't
to
remember
G-Fest
it.
yet, so.
Yes.
Jacob, was anyone
Yes.
else mentioned in the memorial?
I saw Carl Weathers.
Oh.
0 points for Kenpachiro Satsuma being in that memoriam, but
Well, that did happen.
he is
like,
incredibly
day.
valued to our community, as you guys saw in the Kenpachiro Satsuma piece that we ran with everyone's quotes and everyone's loving tributes.
Yeah, I had the privilege of meeting him a few years ago at G Fest, and what was funny was he was a backup guest. They just got a hold of him last second. It's like, hey, can you come because we were supposed to, I can't even remember who was supposed
Akira
to be there originally.
Takarada.
Was it Takarada? Okay.
Yeah.
So actually, they got him and Don Fry. Like they needed both of them to equal like Takarada. And I got to meet him there, and I'm shocked that someone with as much energy and in as good a shape as he was, because I got a photo op with him, was able to put my arm around him. The man, it was almost twice my age, and he was built. I was like, how? Well, this is what happens when you carry a 200 pounds of rubber on your back for 10 years. I get it.
I practice every day with a samurai sword.
Hey guys,
My
we're oh, go ahead.
Oh no, I was just never mind.
I was saying we're at 76 viewers.
Whoa.
60 of them are on Twitter.
Hey.
You're welcome. I got you a few more.
Thanks, Nathan. Let's see if we can get to 100 by the end of the
How many
night.
likes?
Wouldn't that be something?
We're at 21, Adam. We have to do a shot. Anyone who's drinking, do we want to just do a group shot?
I didn't know there was gonna. I didn't know there was supposed to be any
Shot of
drinking,
sake.
so I don't have any.
There's not something.
I got my drink.
Water.
Yep.
All I've
water
got
will
is
be water.
water with me.
That's
I
okay.
got a
It
little
doesn't
bit
have to
more
be alcohol.
sake left, so
Yeah, whatever you guys want. Congrats. Jacob, they didn't mention Toriyama, I'm guessing, next year, a little early.
Oh, I don't know. I don't think they did.
I don't, yeah, way too soon. But I was there was parts of me that was like, he's kind of made like world news there. Like every country was literally posting about Akira
At
passing.
the end of the tribute, they had a huge list of names that they didn't give like pictures and stuff. So I want to go back and watch it when they release it and see if that's in there at all.
Yeah.
Not to sound a little not conceited, but he'll get a photo. There's just no way that Dragon Ball's creator and Dr. Slump's creator is not going to get a photo. There's just
Yeah. I mean, geez, he's a legend, man. Again, like in the year that we've done Kaiju United, we have lost. Satsuma, Akira Toriyama. I am so sorry that I can't remember his name, but one of the producers of -1 passed away.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was so sad.
They had his picture in one of their hands.
Yep.
Yeah. So definitely want to recognize that in the year we've accomplished things with Kaiju United, that we have lost people in our community that mean a lot to us. And I said earlier, like Toriyama was a huge fan of Kaiju and Tokusatsu, so I consider him
you'll see Easter eggs littered, Kaiju Easter eggs littered throughout his stuff. Famously, Gamera makes a cameo. Gamera makes a cameo
Gamera
in
Master
the original
Roshi.
Dragon Ball.
We wouldn't
They call him
have
like
the Ginyu
Gamela
Force
or
without-
something like that.
Yeah,
we wouldn't have the Ginyu Force without Super Sentai or
Super Sentai.
Yeah.
So
Here's to them.
Yep.
In
I
memoriam.
already took my shot, but
I'm empty.
Yep. But to the
And even
Waters
Kamen
off.
Rider with Gohan's superhero.
Yep.
Great Saiyaman.
Yep.
Have to buy that figure art back. Missed that one.
Exactly. So let's ask some Kaiju United questions for those of you that have looked at stuff and have not been very much so behind the scenes like I have. From what you guys have read, watched, seen, or witnessed, what is your favorite thing that Kaiju United has done? And don't say your own piece if you've done a piece, Nathan.
Barry.
Barry, yes!
Barry. How?
Oh man, I should mention that. Yeah, we interviewed our first interview of this year. We found Barry, his Temple of Godzilla, and I think he was interviewed by the New York Times in the 90s, but I'm not going to count that. I have the only interview in this community of Barry. So he was a little hesitant at first, but I'm really glad that he agreed because I got to share his story. And it's an interesting part of fandom. Some people aren't lifers, and that's okay.
My first website.
Okay. I would not be a fan without Barry and his Temple of Godzilla. Full point, full send. So
I got in trouble in middle school because of that website. We were not supposed to be on any other site except for like the one thing and I'm like, I gotta check Barry's Temple of Godzilla and straight to ISS.
I see Barry saying Gamera, the Gamera outfits at the Gamera 3 website, like all the time watching the trailers. They're like, what are you doing? I'm watching Godzilla. Shut up.
Right.
The sad thing is they don't do that anymore. I catch I work sometimes as a substitute teacher, and I catch kids doing looking at other websites that are not work related all the time, and nobody cares. It's disappointing.
Minecraft. It's always Minecraft.
Yeah.
Yeah, Minecraft.
Are they playing the Godzilla collab at least?
No.
That'll be okay.
Oh. We lost Tanner.
We're back. We good?
We're back. Yes, Baragon. Steven says Baragon was in Dr. Brief's garden. I don't know what he's talking about, but yes.
I think Mr. Steven has had a little too much to drink. I think he's celebrating a little too hard.
Kaiju
But I'll tell you this. My favorite thing, and I know this is kind of a broad thing, but I'm also, like I said, I'm fixing to leave here shortly, so I want to make sure I do get this in there. The fact that you guys started this website and you've been able to compete against the likes of like G-Fan and all of that, and you've got such a presence now in the community in just a year, I think that speaks to how you guys manage things, the talent that you have brought on to contribute to the magazine. It says a lot. So thank you, Jacob, for doing that. So now I have somewhere else besides my podcast and G-Fan to contribute articles to if I have some, crazy idea come to my head to, about something Kaiju or
Absolutely.
Toku related to talk about. And I've still got a ton of articles to send you. I'm still waiting to hear back from a publication that I submitted to with some articles. It's an anthology, and I'm waiting to see if they want any of them. If they don't, whatever ones they don't want, you guys are going to get. So
Sweet.
congratulations.
That's awesome. I appreciate that, man. Like, and that being said, Tanner's working on something. Adam has been a guest contributor and an interviewee. I'm working with Josh on something. Brendan here was interviewed for the site. Trey, we're gonna have to work on something very soon.
Oh, yeah, I would love to, dude. Yeah, anytime. Let me know.
But that being said, contributing for Kaiju United is it's an open door. Anyone can come to us and pitch their idea or submit their piece, and we'll look at it. And it doesn't matter if you're a professional published author like Donnie or like Nathan, or if you're just a writer like me or Adam. I'm just a guy. But
I still need to put my stuff in. I'm lazy right now.
Yeah, fair enough. But what I'm saying is anybody can come to us, and we want to be that developmental center for writers and creators in this community. We would love to be that house. Like, I would love to see someone's first piece and a piece years down the road, and I would like to see how much better they got, and then they can go write for like IndieWire or something big, some big movie site. I don't know. And then they can look back and be like, hey, Kaiju United really helped me out when I was starting out. And that's what I want. That's really, truly what I want. So,
I mean, I want to say thank you for, I didn't ask you to do this. I thought I knew you were going to add the Film Vault just to like the list of podcasts that are associated with the magazine. What I didn't know, and I love this, is that when I post new episodes, you just make a little post on the website for it. And I'm like, oh man, you didn't have to do that. Thank you. Thank you so much.
I want to promote our contributors as much as possible. So of course I get permission first. I don't just take Nathan's podcast and just post it when I want. I got permission. So but yeah. When are you doing your podcast with Brendan? Should we advertise that?
We'll be jumping off here in a moment. It'll be initially anyway, the live version will be initially available just to my Patreon donors for the Film Vault. We're going to be talking about trying to keep it a little bit topical because all of my King Kong episodes all the way back in season 1 have been getting a lot of hits in the last month or so. So I'm trying to stay a little topical. So we're going to be talking about The Mighty Kong, which is this weird animated version of the original movie that came out in the late 90s.
Yeah.
And that the audio that portion will eventually be released publicly, and then we're going to do a trailer breakdown for the second GXK trailer, and that will be exclusive to Patreon.
Nice.
Yep, and I actually did a trailer video. I actually did a trailer reaction video of it, and to be honest, and that one didn't get too many views.
That's fair.
I don't know why. I thought I would get that many views.
You would think, because trailer reactions are popular on YouTube.
Yeah,
Right?
sometimes it's all about the timing. YouTube's weird. Who knows?
Yeah.
When
I know YouTube is weird because the theme song for my podcast is a remix of a piece of music from the video game Shadow of the Colossus, which was made by Koatani. I have been posting episodes on YouTube, and that has not been a problem for 4 years. Well, 3 years. Suddenly, when I start my new season, and YouTube is claiming copyright on the song, but only when it plays at the end, not at the beginning. And it's some obscure record company I've never heard of that's like, hey, we own that. And I keep telling them, that's not your song.
Maybe
The
they
song you say it is not yours.
Yeah.
Leave me alone.
That's the problem. YouTube can claim anything.
Pretty much.
It's all bots.
It's to the point now where I kind of hate YouTube. It's becoming a necessary evil anymore.
Yeah,
Let's go to TikTok.
This is why I don't do edit videos.
TikTok is worse.
Shit, this is
I'm
why I
trying.
do a podcast.
Steven has a message. As for Kaiju United, the best thing about it was the fact that I got to meet Jacob, Kaiju Junkie, who's taken a little bit of a break. Again, it's really nice that we can have you guys come and go whenever, just so we can say hi. Everyone comes together, and you guys can go on with your evenings, which is nice. And so many other Godzilla celebrities and YouTubers in person, and just talking all things kaiju. So thanks, guys. Thank you, Steven. I hope you have so many more anniversaries. Me too. I want to get a big guest for anniversary too. So we'll see if that happens. That
Barry?
being said, I'm a Barry. Good idea. That being said, I'm gonna let Brendan and Nathan hop
All
off
right,
and do the
thanks a lot,
podcast.
guys.
And thanks for stopping by, guys. Thanks for celebrating Kaiju United's 1 year.
Yeah, it was great. Can't wait to do it again next year.
Oh yeah, sweet. Have a good time, Nathan. All right, I do have another guest coming in. It's like it's like a door. They just come in and come out and come in.
The whole family.
I do want to recognize Trey and Tanner and Adam, who have been here like since we started going. So we're at 2 hours. So nice.
My wife is also, she's been listening and the entire time.
Hi, Adam's wife.
We're used to long streams, so it's okay.
Yeah.
We got Kaiju Fanatic in the house.
Hey, Matt.
Hey, what's up?
And
crazy.
yeah, Matt, how are you feeling about the -1 win? I know we're talking about that a ton, but we'll get everyone's opinions.
I'm surprised, but I'm happy. I'm so
That's
happy,
fair.
dude. It feels surreal, man, to actually see a Godzilla movie win a nomination like that. It's like, what?
I agree. I completely, wholeheartedly agree. And I don't know if it was just dumb luck or if I was like making a good prediction, but saying we're going to react to the Oscar win live on my socials promoting this stream, it was just, I don't know. It worked. So I don't know. It's cool. I will ask Trey and Tanner and Matthew and Josh real quick. Since we're reflecting back on 1 year of Kaiju United, do you guys have a favorite thing we did?
Oh, well, a lot of things you did was pretty good. I like the Apple interview.
Oh, the
yeah.
Monarch, the Monarch Press is pretty rad.
The
That
Monarch
was pretty
one, that
cool.
one was cool with Tippett. One of the ones I really appreciated that you did, because I had no idea the movie was coming out, was Lee. Oh, I'm totally spacing their last name. It's like Lee Tonkin, yeah, for the Lake of Thailand film that came out. I had no idea that they were making a movie, and when I saw your interview, it just so happened to be like free on like Amazon Prime, so I actually checked it out, and I was like, "What a cool movie!" So I wouldn't have.
I
known
loved the
about
Lake.
your interview, so that was dope.
Oh man, Lee was like 3 weeks into launch. It was early. It was real early. And it was just such a great experience. It was really interesting hearing like the perspective from like Thailand, because he lived in the US for a minute, moved to Thailand because it was easier to finance his movies.
Yeah.
And that whole thing was very fascinating to me.
It kind of reminded me of that old 1998 film Gargantua, but better.
Yes.
Remember that
Oh
movie?
my god, dude. Yeah, the salamander thing. Yeah.
It kind of reminded me of that in a sense, but it was executed a lot better.
Yeah. Agreed.
Yeah, for sure. What about Matt, Tanner, and Josh? Any favorites of Kaiju United's stuff? Things
I
we've
got
done?
two answers.
All right.
One, I'm a little biased towards, but like they said, the Monarch press when Monarch was coming out, and our whole little group was just kind of enjoying the Joe memes we kept popping out. That was just a fun time. But personally, this is just because it's a childhood thing, but the Barry stuff is just insane to me. That was a really cool one. Really deep cut for a lot of people.
Yep. Nice. What about you, Tanner?
I have to agree with the two choices. Like for Apple, it's so cool that you got to do the Monarch, but it's the fact that we keep mentioning it's been a year, and you talked with Apple, and you got accepted, and you got to be in there and do something that a lot of people don't get that chance. Like, to me, that's what makes it. The interview is fun and it's awesome and amazing, but just the chance that you got to do it so early on, showing the talent and the skills that you guys have to be able to prove that's like, we can do this, and then you guys just knocked it right out of the park. That's what makes Monarch one of my favorites. And then Barry's Temple is it's such a nostalgia run for me, man. I got to go back and reread again just to go through all the emotions. It's such a cool interview. It's so cool. Barry would be such a fun guest. I'll agree with Adam. Year two, Yamazaki and Barry. Do it.
Oh my god.
I don't know if I can get Yamazaki. That'd be a tall order.
Yeah.
But I do still owe Matthew a video version of Barry. So that being said, third announcement, I am sitting on a bunch of videos, and I pledge to get a lot of them out. You saw the first one with the Yoshida and Kitagawa interview, which was really fun, that we did at AMA Los Angeles. I also have Hurricane Ryu and Wataru Fukuda together. And I also have Tsutomu Kitagawa and Monokuni Nakagawa, who played Kiryu in Tokyo SOS, and Monster X in Final Wars. So I got those two paired together.
Those, can I talk about those for a second?
Yeah, go ahead.
The AMA interviews were fucking fantastic. Like I've heard and seen a bunch of interviews where it's like a lot of the same stuff. It's still interesting, but like when you've heard it 100 times, like what's your favorite Godzilla movie? Did you like Godzilla growing up? All that kind of stuff. But then you come in, you're like, so you can play the guitar, and then we learn that there's like old man band and stuff. Like the research and stuff that you've done is fantastic, and I could really see them come out and they're getting excited to answer instead of just like the same thing over and over, which was I love those interviews. They're so good.
I appreciate it. I really, 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 really want to do one for G Fest. So this is my my public plea. I would love that more than anything, because I've gone to G Fest since I was 14 years old, and I will be 26 this year. So I have a long-standing adoration for G Fest.
I feel so old now.
We'll just keep sending emails saying, "Hey, please, you need to do this to GFAX."
I'm gonna piggyback off of Adam real quick.
Yeah,
but he's right. When your interviews are always just so fascinating, because you're not interviewing the Godzilla guy. You're interviewing who they are as a person. You know what I mean? It's great. Like, I want to actually know, who is Kitagawa? You know, I know he's Godzilla, but like, who is he? You do a good job at that, which is a blessing.
and that's something I want to know myself. I want to get to know my heroes that have captivated me by acting in these suit roles, and quite frankly, I want to write a piece about this, but our time with them is short. The passing of Satsuma kind of awakened me to that more so. But a lot of these guys are in their 60s. Some of them are like 58, 59, but a lot of these guys are in their mid 60s, pushing 70. They're in real great health. Japanese guys are pretty healthy. Like Mr. Ben Fiura, Ultraman is past 80, and he's like going to all the conventions. He's like the poster boy. But it's just, I don't know. Our time with these guys is short. So I really want to have the community get to know these people before it's too late.
Well said, dude.
Yeah, that was my little soapbox thing.
Well, I do have to head out and get ready for rest of wife chores. You know, she's making me do all this stuff. But I just want to say, dude, thank you so much,
he's
Jacob.
painless.
I just appreciate everything you do for the community, the interviews, and keep it up, dude. 1 year goes by so quick, and now I always feel like 1 year is like the tough one, right? Like people are trying to figure you out, try to see what you're about, and it was clear to, I think, all of us in the community that like your whole team is phenomenal. You care. It's not just, you can tell when people like fan out and they go geeky with it, and there's nothing wrong with that. There's just moments you just gotta let it out. You gotta be the fan, right? But there's also that level of professionalism that people look for, especially these celebrities, these actors, these crew members, all these people that expect a certain level of professionalism, and you guys deliver that every single time. So thank you so much for being a platform for the community, for everyone who has worked on those projects. It's been an absolute blast watching your journey, and I can't wait to see year 2, year 3, year 4, year 5. Keep it going, dude. Thank you so much, and I appreciate you all. It's very nice meeting you guys. Hope to see you again soon, and Godzilla minus one, guys. Come on now.
Hey, I'm in back. Bye, Trey. I just wanted to say goodbye.
I'll see
Bye,
you later,
Trey.
man. Have a good-
Thanks, Trey.
guys.
It's good meeting
Thank
you,
you,
man.
Trey.
Oh, they're starting to dwindle down. Hopefully Elijah comes in and I can debate him about the MonsterVerse for clicks and likes or something. I don't know. Just kidding.
What's the
We're gonna make
general?
this a
What's the
6-hour stream?
Cliff Notes version of your guys' like polarizing takes?
I like the MonsterVerse. I think it's fun. I have a lot of fun with it, and I'm in for any direction they want to go. I was floored by G14 when it came out. I was like, this is amazing. I had a lot of fun with Skull Island. I had so much fun with King of the Monsters. GVK was fun with friends. I don't really rewatch it or anything, but it was a fun viewing with my buddies. The new Empire just looks so insane and like late Showa that I'm in, dude. Just give me a couple Modelos and
Right here. Right here. Pump it into my bloodstream right here.
I agree. I love the MonsterVerse because it's like here I was always wanting to see how a proper Western Godzilla would be, and despite some gripes I had with the first design of G14, I was waiting in the theater for that moment that everybody waited for until the very end when his spine started to glow. I was like, do it. It's like a cinematic orgasm. I was just like, yes.
It was so special. I mean, Jacob, you were there too. Like when they showed it this last G Fest, getting to see that movie in a theater setting again, it just brought me back to like that glorious day back in 2014 when I went to the theaters with my friends on like the Thursday night screening, and like I was just so excited. Like we were talking about the Godzilla drought of 2004 to 2014, that it was finally ending. And regardless of what I thought about the movie afterwards, like I was excited, but like as time went on, I sort of like saw the flaws in it, but that didn't matter. Like seeing it in a theater setting again with everybody who was there, who was just like a collective Godzilla fanatic. It was just so special, and like I left the tear. I left the theater with a tear in my eye because like it was just so incredible to experience that in a theater setting again. Like, my God,
You got so pumped. You're like, yeah, you came out and want more.
dude, I did like, and when Godzilla, like from the airport scene when Godzilla first roared and everybody was clapping, to when like he started glowing blue and everybody started clapping again, and just like like I
Kiss of
am like
death.
I am such a big like nostalgia junkie, like kaiju junkie, nostalgia junkie too, but like it's like the way that brought me back. It was something that made an already special G Fest all the more special.
Yeah.
Like getting
I
to
love it.
experience that with like a whole, and not just that, like with a whole new group of friends, because like this, like another thing that made this G Fest special was like I made so many new friends, Jacob being one of them, and like just it was awesome.
Well said. Well said.
Oh, they're doing Best Picture now, by the way. Oh, and it's Al Pacino.
Hey, Adam's in the stream, but he also commented 2014 is my wife's favorite Godzilla movie, but Skull Island is far and away her favorite kaiju film.
Very good choices. Well, Skull Island is a wonderful choice.
She's over here just nodding vigorously.
Skull Island is wonderful. You can't convince me Skull Island is a bad movie.
Here's another KU question.
Ooh, yes.
Real quick, we're at 83 viewers. We're still clinging on, man. Like, we got some dedicated people, which is awesome. Our next interview is coming this week. Soon. Very soon.
Well, who is it, Lingle?
It is Dominic O'Brien, the author of Budget Biomorphs, The Making of the Guyver Films, which is a fucking amazing book. Yes. He wrote the end-all, be-all recount of the production of The Guyver and The Guyver 2 Dark Hero. If you guys don't know what those movies are, they're 90s, like dark and gritty Power Rangers movies.
The animes, man.
The second one stars David Hayter, who went on to voice Solid Snake in the Metal Gear Solid games.
Whoa.
So that's a
and
little
before
weird.
y'all watch that, and before y'all go back and watch Guyver, go back and for the director's first film, it's called Kung Fu Rascals. Go watch that, and then go watch the Guyver films and see how far he's come with that. Steve Wang, did all the makeup effects and everything, and directed with Screaming Mad George. I'm sorry, yeah, phenomenal. And the fact that Stephen Wang made the original Guyver 2 a Zoanoid in that movie, Lisker, was pretty fucking sweet.
Sorry about that.
Who's playing Final Wars?
That was me. Sorry, I literally opened my phone and Kaiju Connoisseur made a reel of -1 winning the Oscar, blasting the literal blasting Final Wars theme.
Once again,
Shout out
the
to the
book is
Kaiju
called...
Connoisseur.
Oh yeah, yes. Once again, the book's called Budget Biomorphs: The Making of the Guyver Films. I read a lot of books about the making of movies, and it's probably one of the best film books I've ever read. It's about 480 pages, but 200 of those pages are archival photos, scans of the screenplay, just anything you need to know about these weird cult movies is in that book. It's amazing.
I'm gonna have to buy it.
Available, like on Amazon, or does he have like a website?
Yeah, his website is. Let me just pull it up real quick. I was not ready for that.
Well, now I'm interested in it, so I want to make sure. Like, it sounds like a fun book. So
yeah, I've never seen
I'm
these
loving.
films.
Yep, same as me. So I'll have to track those down as well.
It is thatdomobrien.wordpress.com.
Okay.
I'll put it as a banner real quick.
Sweet. And these making of books are great. I need to eat more of these.
Like that. .domobrien.wordpress.com. So he will be our next interview. and couple more to come. I will be publishing the video version of our talk with Matt Frank here in a little bit because that was really well presented. And I think my question to you guys is, who's next?
Steve Wang. Try to get the director of the Guyver.
Okay.
He's on Instagram if you want to reach out to him.
Yamazaki.
Yamazaki.
Jacob, can I make a super tall order? That's even harder than Yamazaki.
Yeah.
Try to get Ano. Try.
I don't know about that. That's a tall order, buddy.
Ayako Fujitani.
Ooh.
Get Matt
Yoko
Groom.
Higuchi.
Yeah, Shinji Higuchi's actually Higuchi probably would be easier.
Yeah, he's.
Well, I mean, Yoko Higuchi, kind of knows Shinji Higuchi, so
maybe
we can pull some strings.
Yeah. Interview Higuchi a few times, see if he can't get you to Ano, because I don't think he has like a public.
That might be that'd be a toughie.
Yeah.
Real quick, Kaiju TV is still watching. He says it's been great having Jacob as a friend since 2012 when he was just a kid. Yes, I was. It's been amazing to see him grow up in the Godzilla community over the years to be a strong voice for what is fair and right for all fans. Wow. Thank you. And to create a place for all of them to have a voice as well with KU. First a group and then the site. Yes, it was a Facebook group at first, but now it is a full entity.
That's how we became friends.
Yes. I think Rachel has to go here pretty quickly, so I'm going to add her back in so she can
Hi,
say a few
everybody.
things.
Yeah, I gotta go take care of the baby. But again, thank you everybody for such an amazing year, and thank you for celebrating our anniversary with us, and of course the -1 Oscar. That's huge. So yeah, hope to see you all in the Discord, Facebook group, Instagram, everywhere. Thanks everybody.
All right. Thank you, Rachel.
Thank you, Rachel. Have a good night.
Rich.
Oh, look who's back.
Joseph.
Hey lads, how's it going? The Oscars just finished. What a show!
And where did your failures lead you? Right back to me.
All right, Jacob, you said Elijah would come on after the Oscars. Get him in here.
All right, I'll check in on him and see, because we're approaching the time where I said we would finish up.
My good old Oppenheimer just won Best Picture, and I can
Hell
die
yeah.
happy.
Yes. Okay, so
I missed.
now
Did
after
Ryan
the stream, I
Gosling
go on
win
Peacock.
for Barbie?
No, that was Billie Eilish. Oh, you mean by song or Best Actor?
I don't know. I know he was nominated
Robert
for Best
Downey.
Supporting. Okay.
Robert Downey won Best Actor, and Billie Eilish won for Best Original Song.
Supporting actor.
Robert Downey support.
Slash
Yeah.
Slash performed I'm Just Ken.
Yep.
You missed it. Like we were talking about it, and like I looked over at my TV, and like I totally cut off what I was saying. Like, guys, Slash is performing with Ryan Gosling. Are you seeing this shit?
Oh man,
What a guy.
What a night! Wow.
Bunch of W's.
I can tell
so
you
Barbie
that.
didn't win. That's crazy.
No. Well,
Surprised.
they
glad
did
it
win
did.
like one. I
Yeah,
really
it-
was for
it
sure
won categories.
thinking that. I thought they were gonna win like production design or hairstyle.
Yeah.
Mm.
horrible movie.
That one's
Our
a poor
friend
thing.
David is back.
Hey.
And again, if any of you guys need to go head to bed or anything, thank you all for hopping on. Like, totally understand. Just let me know. We'll keep this going for a little bit. And
Matt, who's that in the
Elijah says 1 minute.
I was about to say.
I have to take a break though. I'll be right back. So I'll be right back.
Take a breather. All right. What shall we discuss? It is the anniversary of KU. I've thrown a few questions out there. What do you
I
guys wanna talk
feel
about?
like I gotta come
What was-
clean.
You gotta come clean.
Okay, so over the years, I've seen a lot of people have a lot of ideas and start a lot of kaiju projects, YouTube channels, all sorts of things. and then they don't like take off overnight, or they realize how complicated it is, and then it just fizzles into nothingness. And then I remember the countdown to the KU site, and I'm like, is this going to be one of those things that's just going to last like a week, and then they go, it's a lot, and I give up, or is this going to be something? And I'm like, I guess we'll see. And that's before I knew Jacob was just an insane, nonstop. He's like, oh, I have an idea for an interview for the person. I don't know how to find them. Oh, I found them. Oh, we have the interview. Oh, it's up on the thing. I'm like, how did you do that in a week? And I am eating my words over here from the beginning, like wondering, like, is this going to be a thing? And it's a thing. And it, like, when you announce it's 1 year, I'm like, no, it's been 5, right? You've always been here. You've always been around. 1 year and all this. And so here's to you for that.
Thank
Jesus
you. I appreciate
Christ.
it.
I've told Jacob this a million times privately, but like, dude, the way you network and the way you're able to get connections and just execute on the connections you make is just phenomenal. Like,
I
kudos to
appreciate
you,
that.
man.
Well,
And-
Jacob
and I-
has like 48 hours in a day.
Yeah.
It's because I get 3 hours of sleep.
That
And then
I'm just kidding. I got a full night's rest last night, but I am doing this stream.
No, you didn't.
Dude, you messaged in the KU staff group chat that you're like, I need to pound a Bang energy drink and then I'll be all set.
I
did.
work at 4 a.m.
you were on my time at 1 a.m. in our group chat on Instagram saying that it was too late and you need to go back to bed. I think you did get a nap, but you woke up and messaged us a few times because I sent you that question.
Jacob just
Okay,
got too much
guys.
stuff to do. He's a busy man.
I got shit to do. Okay, guys.
The roasting.
Without further ado, perhaps one of our final guests for the evening,
Drum roll.
Mr. Elijah Thomas.
How goes it?
Hey.
Welcome.
So
What's up, Elijah?
how's it going? You know, I apologize if I sound like my voice is gone.
Dude, me too.
I have video evidence of what happened tonight, but let's just say something happened that I had to say very loudly and very, celebrate.
Did you
in a way.
GI one?
You missed my reaction on the stream, man. I went, oh my, that's fucking good.
I can't wait to watch the VOD back because I was so focused on the actual live stream for the Oscars, I didn't see anyone's reaction.
Same.
I didn't see my reaction. I want to see what my reaction.
So Elijah, I've been asking everybody, and I don't know if I got David's answer either. So now that David's back, I'll ask both of you. Being on the contributor side of KU and looking at that side, do you want to talk about your experience over the past year? It could just be like doing stuff for KU. It could just be like Adam was talking about, like seeing the build up to the launch. I don't know. What do you guys think?
Do you want to go first, or do you want me to go?
I was going to say the same thing to you.
I mean, I'll do either or.
I'll let you go because I gotta kind of get my thoughts in order. I was trying to do it earlier, but I kind of in one ear out the other kind of thing.
Okay. So for me, at the time of the announcement, I remember I got a couple messages about it, and unfortunately, at the time, I was knee deep in another Kaiju fan project that I am since done with. But I remember a lot of hype, and I remember a lot of excitement around the project and around everything that was coming. And I know at All Monsters Attack, you guys were plastered all over. I've probably got one of the programs actually pretty close by. If I had thought about it, I probably could have grabbed it real quick and been like, hey, look at this cool thing I have. But I have since redone my what is this called? My drawer, my dresser, and I don't know where it's at. But yeah, I remember that was a lot of fun. I had to be at a booth the whole time, so I didn't get to attend any panels. But I from all I've seen and heard, it was a great time, a lot of exciting stuff going on. And then let's fast forward a little bit to prior to -1 coming out. I had just completed what one of my personal favorite articles is, that Monster Will Never Forgive Us, the director of Godzilla -1. And
one of my favorites.
Thank you. At the time, I had no idea where I was going to put this thing. I had spent like hours researching it, and I was like, "Well, I've got an article, and what am I going to do with it?" And I want to say it was Adam. I think Adam like either slid into my DMs or he just responded. I feel like I got somebody slid into my DMs and somebody just responded to my post. And they were like, "Hey, you should reach out to Jacob at Kaiju United."
Yes.
And I was like, "Okay." And so then Jacob, I slid into your DMs and was like, "Hey, so I got this article and I have no home. I will work for food if you'll run it." And you said, "Okay, I don't have any food, but if you want to work, we can work you for free." And I said, "That sounds good. I just need a home for this article." And I mean, since then I've got a home and I have food. So everything's fine. I actually just finished eating a whole pizza.
What kind of pizza?
Pepperoni.
Pizza, of course.
Pepperoni.
Nice.
I think there's a tiny piece of crust left. That's all that's left. So since then, I've had the privilege of not only being able to publish some new articles that were previously written and just never got published, and I've also had the privilege to republish some articles, either updated or just from my previous publishing housing location. And so it's been a lot of fun. And, Jacob, getting to know you these past few months has been honestly really fun. You're a really cool guy. We both have similar opinions and also different opinions that create such an interesting conversation.
Nick was specifically waiting for you to hop on for this exact reason.
That was a perfect segue. Now you two fight.
Hold on. We need David's nice things first.
I can take a back seat if there's a fight going on here, but
there's no fighting.
Monsters, fight.
Hey, Jacob, I'm gonna have to bow out, so I'll see you later. Thank you for having me on.
Thanks, Josh. See you later, man.
Hey, Josh.
See ya. I mean, if you need some more time, I did have a quick question for Jacob, if you don't mind waiting.
Yeah, that's cool.
Go for it.
So, Jacob, you've been asking us what, kind of what we've looked forward to and the favorite part of your year. What's your favorite part of this past year? And what are you looking forward to the next year? Like, what's a goal that's not set in stone yet, so you can't say the things that you announced today? I want something fresh. I want to pick your brain, man. You got high goals.
You want to pick my smooth brain? Okay.
Oh no, it's all wrinkled up there, man.
Lots of gray, lot of gray matter. A lot of gray matter.
I love talking about.
Okay, so I don't know if I could pick a favorite. I mean, I very much. I guess we'll start with goals. I really want to write some more stuff. The latter half of KU's first year, I kind of turned into Mr. Interview and I really want to write some articles again, like I did at launch. Like at launch, I wrote Ultraman Genesis, the stage show that started it all, or something like that, about like the birth of Ultraman play and what was the first little tidbit leading into Ultraman. I wrote the 50th anniversary of Megalon article that I think I did pretty good on. But I want to write some big stuff like that. I am itching like crazy to talk about Kamen Rider because that, as a fan, that has been my rekindling of the Toku flame. Like, I'm an old Godzilla veteran. It's really nice having my old buddy Godzilla win the Oscar. But Kamen Rider is something new and fresh for me. So that's really fun. There's a whole backlog of ideas I have that just need a contributor or a writer attached. Like I don't want to throw them all out so that anyone watching goes, "Ooh, I have an idea," But it's been a ride. I think my favorite part has just been the sheer amount of people that I have met, that I've grown closer to. I've known David for like 10 years, but I think we are closer because of Kaiju United. And I appreciate that a lot. Adam and I started as just corresponding. Adam was like, "Hey, if you need another interview, hit me up." And I was like, "All right, bet. This guy looks cool." And then we stayed we shared hotels at Los Angeles and had a blast in Los Angeles.
Karaoke and
holy crap, we're at 90 views. Can we hit 100?
10 more, guys. 10 more.
People are tuning in to hear me rant about Kaiju United.
We want more lingo.
Favorite pieces, though, I'll recognize mine, and then I'm going to recognize contributors because I really don't like talking about myself. It's weird. The favorite thing I have done for KU, I'll give you 3. I really liked Lee and handling the lake. I think that was our first major thing we did. I really liked Barry. I was really excited to drop Barry. I was teasing that on Facebook and stuff. Monarch was exceptionally cool. I am still blown away that we got into that press junket. And God, I'm trying to think. Again, like, let's pull the stats. Here we go. We got 44 articles, 39 reviews, 53 news drops, 31 interviews. Like, there's so much to choose from. But it's cool because there's something for everybody.
It feels like there should be way more, too. Like, for the whole year. 44
You're
articles.
Gonna double it this year.
Not a lot.
That's just my mom read the Barry article. That's cool. I write Kaiju United in a way that my grandma and my aunt can read everything I write. So it's accessible.
Yep.
So yeah, hopefully that's a long-winded answer to your question, Tanner.
Oh yeah, no.
Oh yeah, contributor pieces.
Yes.
Elijah's Godzilla -1 article is one of my favorite things we've ever put out. I really like it. It's a nice in-depth look at a director. It's exactly what I want to do with some pieces on the site. Like, I want to dive into Jun Fukuda's films that are not Godzilla real bad. That's on my back burner. I really want to do it. Nick, your interview with Yoko Higuchi blew me away. The production quality of filming that and doing the face-to-face thing. You had Kaiju United in the background on the TV. If your first piece as a contributor is an audition for Kaiju United, you smoked that thing out of the water, dude. Oh my gosh.
Thank you. I had a lot of fun with that, and it also helped that that my company has a conference room with that's themed after Godzilla. So like, Yoko was like, "Oh, do you want to do it over Zoom?" And I'm like, "Nah, man. Like, listen, come to my office. Like, we got a Godzilla room. We got to do it in person." He's like, "Let's do it." Like, it was meant to be.
Yeah, exactly. And real quick, oh, I got rid of the banner. Never mind. There it is. Real quick, if you have no idea who we are and you're just seeing this on Twitter, please visit kaijuunited.com to read all these things. If you're on YouTube, like, share, subscribe. I'm going to do all the buzzwords.
Ring the bell. Don't forget that.
Ring the
part.
bell, notification bell.
I think you've gone up 10 subscribers since you started the stream, or since this morning. You're up at 80 right now on YouTube.
Really? Wow.
Oh wow.
Yep. I know for sure before I went to bed you were at 70 because I just checked because I was curious. And then right now you're at 80.
That's amazing.
You've gained at least 8 during this stream. At least.
Thanks.
So.
It's been awesome, guys. Like, I can't wait for this next year. I think also I'm going to stop talking in a minute and let David talk in just a second, I promise. I really want to interview Yamazaki. I don't know how we're going to do it, but I want to do it.
It'll happen.
Really bad.
You got it. It's gonna happen.
I feel like it's in the cards. I mean, with you doing all the
99 viewers after I said that.
If we get to 100, Jacob will interview Yamazaki.
He's in the chat right now. He's just
Hey, there we go. We're doing it.
Whoa!
You did it. You got to 100.
But I mean, there's so many interviews I still want to do. Like Nick's seen the internal stuff. We have a whole list of people that I have reached out to that we just, it just didn't happen. There's people I need to reach out to that there might be we might be talking to a Godzilla director very soon. We just got to see if we can make that happen.
If that's the case, I can see
yeah,
you interviewing Yamazaki within the next 6 to 10 months, dude. Like I said before, with the way you interview, with the way you network, and with the way you're able to take advantage of your connections, I don't see it not happening.
Yep.
Hopefully, we're climbing 102.
102.
But yeah, that's in the cards. Like I said, we announced the mascot, shirts and merch are coming. We're gonna have we got a huge couple of announcements to make once they're made official. Our first couple of conventions we're going to be announcing very soon. You've kind of seen the rumblings, like Kaiju Brooklyn. I will be moderating the Ultraman Connection panel with EJ from Ultraman Connection and Robo 7. There's one more panel that I'm on with Nick that has not been announced yet. I can talk about.
Soon, though. Soon. Very exciting.
And then, hopefully, we get some G-Fest news. Because I'll be there. And Rachel will be there. And I'm sure a lot of you that are watching will be there. Because it's a big show. David, how are you feeling about KU?
I'm feeling great. I had all that time to get my thoughts in order and just
good.
Nothing.
I talked a lot.
That's fine. But it's been really awesome to see the success and growth that you guys have gone through over the past year. I'll be honest, oh god, I can't do this.
Are you okay? Are you all right, buddy?
I was kind of like Adam. I was a little unsure that I was like, is this going to go to the places that we want it to go? And I think 100% it has. And I don't think anyone was really expecting it to go to the heights that it's gotten to. I think with the lake, with Lee Tonkum, that was definitely a big one. And then at All Monsters Attack, you and I were rooming together, and then you mentioned oh yeah, I'm going to be interviewing Tom Kitagawa. I'm like, oh, okay, yeah, this is real now. This is real now. So that was kind of where it was oh yeah, Kaiju United's really, really going places. And it's all been uphill from there. It's incredible to see. And I think I can speak for all of us here. I can't wait to see what the next year holds. That's all been in year one. Year one. Most sites, I feel you got to have 3 years or something to get to that point. But we've been speed running this, Exactly. Yeah, we get the M11 GIF in here from Godzilla versus King Ghidorah. But yeah, no, it's been incredible, and I've been on board from day one. Like, you very early on asked, like, hey, do you want to feature Talking Toko on the website? And it was a very, very emphatic yes. And I was glad to have you guys on to celebrate like the official launch. I thought that was a great time, and I'm happy to have contributed to Kaiju United's success in any small way that I have been.
I appreciate it, man. It's been awesome. It's just mind blowing. Like, I keep saying this, but it's just unreal to me. I'm like, holy crap! Like, we're cracking a couple thousand views a month now. Like, I was like, holy crap, what's going on here? And it's nice too, because like someone earlier was like, you're competing with some of the other guys. We're not really competing. We work very closely with Toho Kingdom. I talk to Chris all the time. I love Chris. He's so great. And Chris has done things for Kaiju United to set us up with opportunities. So I think we're all in this together. I don't know if you guys get this reference, but I just watched Matt Pat's last Game Theory. Yeah, meme out, Game Theory. But he kind of dived into like the power of just trusting one another and working together instead of like trying to be the best there is, the best there was, the best there ever will be. Bret Hart reference there, but I wholeheartedly agree. Like, yeah, I want to be a really great website and I want people to come to us, but we can't get there without working together with the people that came before. You just got to honor those guys, because I grew up reading Toho Kingdom. They're like the elders, man. We're not competing with them in any way. They're the guides. They have wisdom. They have experience. So are there other places that we may be competing, or I don't know if I can say that on stream? Perhaps, but it's not Toho Kingdom. It's not Sci-Fi Japan. All of these guys add value to our community, and I respect all of them. So that's my little soapbox about that.
Who says there needs to be just one fan site?
Yeah,
exactly.
Just do your own thing. Yep. If Tanner wants to start a site, then I will share and plug that so much. I think Elijah's building a website right now.
No comment.
All right, now that the formalities are out of the way, Jacob, Elijah, Monsterverse takes fight.
All right, you go first, buddy.
Where do you want me to start? At the bottom of the trash pile, or at the top where it's just
chronologically?
Outside of the trash?
Yeah, do
In the beginning,
timeline wise, or like movie release.
Movie release. Let's just start with 2014, go all the way up to 2021, since we can't comment on Empire, really.
I mean, I can tell you what I think about Empire.
It's gonna be great. The best, Oscar-worthy.
Can we use that home run meme that's been going around with that leaked footage to explain your ideas?
I don't even think that's leaked. Isn't that just like a TV spot or something?
I think it's.
Was it in a TV spot? I've only seen the low quality version of it, so I guess I haven't seen the TV spot it's in.
I could be wrong. I have no idea.
There's so much with the new movie. Anyway, sorry, Elijah. Please go ahead.
I wish I could share photos real quick. Hang on, Elijah. There's a picture going around of Yamazaki with his Godzilla figure in his lap and the Oscar trophy in his lap, and it's probably one of the coolest fucking pictures I've ever seen.
I gotta see this.
Please.
I'll try and get it pulled up. But anyways, Elijah.
Oh, okay. So, if we want to start at the beginning, okay, let's be real here. Godzilla 2014 isn't the worst thing ever, but it is pretty boring. And the film suffers from major narrative problems, mostly with how they cannot find a story plot line to hook onto to create an engaging or interesting story outside of Ford wants to follow Godzilla, and there's a nuke that they're trying to stop. Now, I will say this. From what I've heard, the original script for 2014, after all the rewrites, before the U.S. Armed Forces got a hold of it, was pretty decent. It actually fell in line with your typical Godzilla narrative. But it got neutered, and it definitely feels neutered, but it does have some of the best cinematography in terms of framing that a Godzilla film has had in a long time, except for
Yes.
-1. -1 beats that. However, 2014 also, I think, suffers from a pretty mundane color palette. It looks like it's a Zack Snyder wannabe, with the dull colors, the very bland color schematic. So 2014's kind of whatever. It's pretty boring. It's got some cool moments. I will say, I don't remember what video I was watching, but somebody was talking about 2014, and they mentioned that some of the coolest parts was the sound design, and they played a clip of the Muto when it was at the train bridge, and I never noticed it until then, but the sound design in the film is really, really good.
Oh yeah.
I'd even say that one of the biggest missing aspects of Godzilla since 2014 in the MonsterVerse in general is the power behind the roar, because the roar has been neutered. They took away a lot of the bass. They reduced that roar, and you can hear a difference in his roar from 2014 to all the way up to now. So that's 2014. Jacob, I'm going to open the floor for you here for 2014, and then we'll go from there.
Okay.
I'll be the judge here. Like, I'll.
2014 is a film, I believe, on the like Elijah was saying. I'll echo that a little bit in agreement. The concepts and ideas that I felt were removed for the final cut really had some cool potential. That proof of concept with the Oppenheimer speech, I was like, okay, here we go. There's a really interesting panel done by Steve Rifle and Kyle Bird about the way the sorry guys, I'm going to get a little political here, but it's just history and truth. The way that the military influences Hollywood movies is a very real thing, especially if you want their funding to use real tanks, real helicopters, and that kind of stuff. So it's kind of why Brody's a soldier man. You know, he's the main character and stuff. But I feel like some of the initial drafts that I hear about with 14, I probably would have loved it even more. I still think 14 is pretty good. I like Gareth Edwards directing. I know that Crispino and I disagree a little bit on the whole monster thing. Like, I'm okay with not showing it because Jaws is one of my favorite movies, but Jaws is a really good movie.
Hold on, you got to add context to that, because that makes it seem like I'm very big on like there has to be a monster
I'm
screen
missing
time,
context there. I'm sorry.
Yeah, no, but like my whole argument there is minimal monster screen time is fine. However, you have to have a compelling human story to carry the film when the monsters are off screen. And it's also on the flip side, like, which is what I'm expecting a lot with GXK. If the humans suck, then at least give us some fun monster action to look for. I mean, that's the mindset I'm going into GXK with. Like, I'm here for the monsters, and the humans can fuck off. I don't care about them. Like, I'm just here to watch Kong punch Shark King in the face.
Yeah, Elijah, let me have fun, damn it.
My wife and I were arguing. Sorry.
Oh no, just go ahead.
No, this argument comes up every so often about like fear of the unknown and hiding the creatures and hiding whatever that is, which is fine because it's a build up to a reveal. But if you don't reveal it, or if you keep cutting away, it's
oh, dude, yes. I've always said that The one thing, now I like Godzilla 2014, but the one thing it needed to be an objectively good movie, in my opinion, is to just have that little airport skirmish in the middle. Not only did they cut away once, but they cut away twice. And I'm like, why the fuck, Gareth, why the fuck did you do that? And I've heard him say in interviews, like, oh, well, I like to save the big main event until the very end. I'm like, yeah, sure, that's fine
Yeah, but
with a
people
movie
came to
like
see Godzilla.
Monsters. No, I'm saying like that's fine with the movie like Monsters, where the movie it was about the humans, but Godzilla has been absent for 10 years. People have expectations, like very like, and it's fair that they have that expectations. Like you cannot do that with an established character like Godzilla. Where the fuck did Jacob go?
Oh, yeah, Jacob is gone.
Anyways,
Oh, he's laughing too hard.
I'm cracking
Who's
up.
in charge of the stream now?
No, but I'm serious. Like, dude, like what the dude? Like you, Gareth. Oh my, why? Like, you can't do that when people have been waiting 10 years for Godzilla to return. And not only is it confirmed that he's returned, but he's gonna fight another monster? Or like, holy shit! Like like expectations need to be met, dude.
I'll agree there. 2014. It's been a while since I've seen 2014, and I've got to start watching the 4 legendary films. But that's like one of my biggest gripes is that airport scene. Like the build up to the roar, perfect, wonderful when he stomps in, and then the cutaway. The other problem I have is like the first few waves of DVDs and some of the Blu-rays were unwatchable because the film's contrast and compression were too dark. I remember that when they first came out, like you can't see Godzilla. The first time I was on Max, they used that for that edit of the film, and you couldn't see anything. And it was just like it's not like that on my Blu-ray copy. But yeah, I do agree. 2014
It's on
is
Netflix now. I think that version is okay.
Yep, they have the higher quality that they were. And Joseph, if he was here, probably could talk about that a little bit more since he's the film junkie and the film versions guy. But yeah, those first few pressings of it were just way too dark. So I do agree with you guys there. It's a good film, but it's got some issues.
Yeah.
So who won that one?
Elijah. Well, they kind of agreed for the most part.
Yeah, I'm gonna
think
call
we
that
all
a tie. I'll call that a tie.
Why don't we just skip to the bacon? Elijah, Godzilla vs. Kong is the rise of Skywalker for these movies.
We got.
Wait a minute.
I'll do you one better.
Monsters.
I'll do you one better, Jacob. Godzilla vs. Kong is the cats of the monsters.
What? Bullshit.
Godzilla vs. Kong is one of the worst films ever produced that has graced a giant monster film ever.
Hold on. Before you
Hold on a second. Hello.
How do you feel about?
I agree with King of the Monsters.
What about?
What
the
are you
new
talking
Empire? I know it's
about?
not out, but like
Adam Wingard is an idiot who doesn't know how to create cinema.
Oh no.
My
will
God,
agree in
he's
the
pulling
point.
out
Jacob is
big
never going to
guns.
interview Adam Wingard.
You see why I said let's skip to the bacon?
Okay, so here's the
I
thing.
need to defend Adams because there is nothing wrong with your plot revolving around sending magic rocks via Wi-Fi. That's a perfectly reasonable plot point that your
Dude, I do
movie
that on
should
a
hinge
daily
on.
basis. What are you talking about?
Can we
Hey,
agree
guys,
on the biggest
I'm
problem
gonna-
with that movie?
Guys, I'm gonna go plug in my phone real quick. I'll be right back. You guys keep going.
Okay.
Don't leave us.
Jacob,
No,
don't
so
miss this part.
here's-
The biggest problem
the
is no
biggest-
Kong Dong. Right? Right? Where's
What are you talking about,
Here,
dude?
so here's the whole reason why Adam Wingard is one of the most ignorant and idiotic people to ever grace a Godzilla film in general. None of this makes any sense. It doesn't matter. It's a giant monster movie. You're not here for the humans anyway. That line in that commentary is easily one of the worst statements ever made by anybody who's ever touched Godzilla.
How so?
Tell me you do not understand the character without telling me you don't understand the character.
I'll give it to him just because like at the end of the day, Godzilla means different things to different people, and there are plenty of people out there who have that exact same line of thinking, and they love the franchise as it is for that reason. So I am not one of those people, but I understand the line of thinking. So
I'm gonna pull up a quote while somebody else says something.
While you're finding that, I want to jump back there. It does mean different things to different people. And I think that's part of the problem, is that you have King of the Monsters, where it's like, hey, we're setting up this whole thing. We have all these titans. They've all been released. We're setting up this world that we can now do stuff with. And then for Godzilla vs. Kong, they're like, oh yeah, all those titans, Godzilla killed them all off screen. And that between films, now we're doing something completely different. And it's all
Did he
about
kill
Kong
him?
now.
Or was it implied that he just defeated them? Because, like, I mean, if we're going off canon of the comics, he just, like, put them in their place.
Are the comics really canon, though?
Yeah,
I want
true.
to see that. I want to see Godzilla final warsing his way through all of them.
That should be Monarch Season 2, honestly.
And not like,
Late
oh, Godzilla's going to
2020.
fight Kong, who needs to be saved by the humans from Godzilla, and needs to be saved by the humans from the Warbats, and needs to be saved by the humans from this, that, and the other thing.
Can we all just
Warbats.
agree that this movie needs to be renamed to Godzilla 2.5 Hours of Michael Dougherty's fan fiction? You
Well,
want to talk
okay,
about
real
Mike-
quick.
you
I
wanna-
can accept. I love
so,
it.
So here's the quote that I was going to bring up about the whole monster human thing. Quote, "It wouldn't be a true Godzilla film if you didn't touch upon those things. Otherwise, you're just making a big, dumb, giant monster movie. There has to be a sprinkle of it. Otherwise, you're not being faithful to the original intent of the series. Anyone who thinks otherwise is not a true Godzilla fan." Now, you want to know who said that?
Me.
Godzilla King of the Monsters director Michael Dougherty.
Dougherty said
So, according to Dougherty, Wingard's not a true fan. I love MonsterVerse directors gatekeeping each other. That's my favorite thing ever.
Dude, I'm just like, Godzilla King of the Monsters for me is like the prime example. Like, you hear it all the time with like not just Godzilla, but different like nerd franchises. People are like, oh my god, this franchise is being ruined. Why don't they just hand creative control over to the fans? Well, they did that, and this is more than enough proof that it doesn't always work out, because Michael Dougherty is a really big Godzilla fan, and I think he let the fact that he's like, oh my god, I'm making a Godzilla movie. He let it go to his head, and he just like, like, granted, this movie gave us a lot of good things, like great monster action. I will give it that. The best design of King Ghidorah, I think, in the entire franchise. However, the plot itself is just one big fan fiction that you could find on any Godzilla form in like 2006. Tell me I'm wrong, because it shares a lot of aspects of a fan fiction. Familiar IPs, Rodan, Mothra, King Ghidorah, etc.
Wrong.
Random name drops of random name drops. The Oxygen Destroyer, like, yeah,
That was shoehorned in.
Yeah, like
so
the
poorly.
shoehorn. That's the word I was looking for. Like the shoehorned in callouts of familiar things from the franchise. It just, I don't know. I mean, I will be transparent. I loved Godzilla King of the Monsters when it came out, but I think I was suffering from like initial watchers and like hype high to like realize that this really isn't doing it for me plot wise.
I think
like, and
each
it's
I've
because
arrived.
it's like it was such. Sorry, what was that, Joseph?
I've arrived. Hello again. Are we
But
trash talking?
I don't know. I could go on for
Monster
hours.
Well,
we're like all over the place with the MonsterVerse. I was supposed to be judging a competition. I lost.
I mean, I think each
Elijah called Godzilla vs. Kong the cats of the Godzilla franchise, and I just got
It
triggered.
is.
I mean,
I think we can agree.
We
Hear
are
me
not
out.
the target audience
Guys,
sometimes.
this is
Well, no,
this
I
is
mean,
working. We're at
yes.
112.
Each Godzilla film.
I am
over
so
the past-
tired. I need to go to bed.
Yeah, well, oh
But
yeah,
you-
I forgot about time zones.
Yeah, you can go to bed
It's only
anytime.
11
Nick. I
p.m..
appreciate you.
I'll wake you back up. Let's keep arguing.
I was gonna say,
Argue
I
in
think
your
each. Sorry. No, okay. So
Huh?
each Godzilla film, Millennium and onwards, I think is one person's singular vision of what Godzilla is to them, and each of them works for a person. Like Kaiju Junkie's points on King of the Monsters, I agree with 100%, but it's still my favorite of the MonsterVerse.
I mean,
because you know
yeah.
that time in my life when that came out, that was exactly the kaiju action that I needed to see. However stupid and shoehorned some of those things were, and I love how there's something for everybody here.
A singular point?
Oh.
No,
do
the
we even
singular
wanna
point
touch
is the
that?
friends we made along the way. Come on now.
Get out
God.
I hate King of the Monsters so much.
I mean, I think I don't like King of the like one of the reasons why I have such a disdain or a bad taste in my mouth from King of the Monsters was just like the different direction it took the MonsterVerse as a whole. Like we were in like grounded in reality with Godzilla 2014, and then here comes this movie and a complete left turn. Like, oh, we've got an underwater base. Here's a giant warship, and guess what? The Earth actually is hollow. And then I'm like, well, what the fuck? And then by the time Godzilla vs Kong comes along, I'm like, you know what? Fine, all right. This franchise barely resembles what it spawns from.
The tone
Whatever,
and
accept
consistency
radical acceptance.
In
So-
a single
One of
film,
my least favorite
yeah.
things about the MonsterVerse.
Monkey punches lizard in the face. Fine, give it to me. All of
Why I
it.
liked Monarch so much though, because it was so similar in tone to Godzilla 2014.
It was a good bridge, like between the grounded and the campiness, the sci-fi mess. But
until the end.
Yeah,
Cat's
well.
version of GVK or GXK when?
So let me throw another thing into my thought process here.
Okay.
So Godzilla versus Kong, if you break it down and look at it at its most basic story, it's about two monsters fighting and making up and fighting a greater threat. That's a basic understanding of that film, correct?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's about it's an entertainment film. It's all about the entertainment value. That is the exact opposite of what King Kong versus Godzilla was trying to say. Criticizing mindless entertainment and going for a more intelligent and intellectual outlook on entertainment. Something that Godzilla vs. Kong completely ignores and doesn't follow. The one thing, I'm not a fan of King of the Monsters either, so I'm not about to say that that's a good movie either. But when you break down King of the Monsters, due to the improper caretaking of humanity, that is why the events of King of the Monsters unfold. It does create something, while yes, it's already been done, it does create something that is at least intellectually sound to make you think about what you're watching a little bit. The film doesn't, it kind of drops it, but.
Guys, it's Sean Barry who writes for
Hey.
writes for Asian Movie Pulse, runs Shots of Japanese Cinema. Thank you so much, Sean. Cheers to 1 year. I just had to pull that up real quick.
So there's my another layer of why Godzilla vs. Kong is the cats of the Godzilla franchise, and we are about to see the sequel to that in Godzilla Kong, The New Empire, or they do White Castle, or they do America, or they do something else. I don't know.
Monkey punch lizard in face, me clap, take my money, consumerism.
What happened if they turn it around and Empire's the -1 of the legendary verse?
Could you imagine?
With Adam Wingard, the dude literally can't make a movie like that's better than subpar. Have you
You're
seen
next.
his Death Note movie?
Have you seen Your Next?
Your Next is the greatest Adam Wingard film and one of my favorite horror films ever.
And that was his first movie or second movie?
I don't even. It might have been like his third.
Aaron, You're Next. Is that Adam Wingard's first? Second.
It's
Oh,
the
ABC
guest.
did like horror anthology stuff before that.
Yeah.
That might have been his first like full film.
It's either You're Next or The Guest. His filmography is The Guest, You're Next, Death
He did
Note,
The Guest?
Godzilla vs.
That was-
Kong.
Oh, we did
and
talk about that.
Godzilla
Yeah,
Kong.
that was good.
The guest was post. Yeah.
Oh, Rachel's back in the comments.
Oh,
Um,
and then we lost. Who did we lose?
We lost Crispy.
Sorry.
I don't know what y'all talking about, but Elijah is right no matter what.
I'll take that. You know, I am the. Oh, I don't want to make. I don't want to make a joke. I'll come across as a little too egotistical, at least to one person, and that's why I would make the joke.
As much as I disagree with your stance on Godzilla versus Kong, Jacob has told me that you, like me, are a fellow Godzilla Final Wars enjoyer, like the Alpha Chad Godzilla Final Wars enjoyer. So I think we can find some common ground on that masterpiece. Oh, wait.
Oh, there we go.
Yeah.
I have one around here somewhere. I don't know where it is.
Oh,
there
wait,
goes that.
hold on. I'm within.
Do you guys want to
Hold
hear my Don Fry story?
But
Oh,
I just want to
I know
say,
this story.
but I just want to say, like that, like, dude, yeah,
Hey,
Don,
I think
I have
Matthew
my
has-
my sign by Don Fry too, but I mean, Elijah, I submitted Godzilla Final Wars 20th anniversary panel to G-Fest, and I would like to, if it gets selected, I would like to formally invite you to come sit with us on the panel this
Who's
year.
that?
Well, you know, I personally submitted a Godzilla Final Wars panel, so if I get selected, I would like to personally invite you.
Okay. All right. Crossing two whatever. Yeah. Yes, I will happily sit on that panel with you.
It is one of the
That's
greatest
what we're all
Godzilla
about.
films of all time.
It is. I mean, oh,
How
just
come you're
look,
okay?
Look
How
at
come-
that! Look at that signature, Captain Gordon, right
Oh.
there, man.
Beautiful.
Look at that! It's
Elijah,
good.
Yes.
how come you're so against the entertainment spectacle of GBK, but you like the entertainment spectacle of Godzilla Final Wars? What does
Okay,
Godzilla
so-
Final Wars mean?
Hold on.
Also, Rachel says, I hear Versus is great.
What does Rachel say first?
Baby's pissed, David. You don't want me to. And Talking Toku says, Baby is pissed because you're not on the stream.
Ryuhei Kitamura, amazing director. This was his full-length directorial debut. Versus is amazing. It is mindless fun. It's a mindless fun martial arts zombie movie with guns. It's like perfect. It's literally Japan's greatest zombie film they've ever produced. And I've watched over 20 of them, so I should know. Oh my god. Godzilla Final Wars, while
That's because I am your what?
Good job, Jacob. I'm glad you highlighted that.
I'm not as think as you are.
How's that bottle of wine, Rachel?
Midnight Meat Train.
What?
That is a movie he did after he left Japan. Yes.
If
That's
we're
right.
comparing Your Next to King of the Monsters, we can do Final Wars and Midnight Meat Train.
Yes, but here's the difference. So Ryuhei Kitamura.
Adam's gone, bro. Adam's been gone.
How much have you?
Ryuhei Kitamura. So this was his first directorial debut. Then he went and did Alive and Origami and Azumi, Love, Death, and then he did Godzilla Final Wars.
Sorry.
So
Get a bottle of
Godzilla
rye next.
Final Wars.
Tell her to get rye.
Godzilla Final Wars is the culmination of Ryuhei Kitamura's artistic style in one film. the fast-paced editing, the insane angles, the choice of music, bringing actors and fellow crew members of all of his previous films onto Final Wars and working on him with that. It was the culmination of Ryuhei Kitamura's work at the time. More so than that, Ryuhei Kitamura does stop the film right after they get going with all the action, right after the Anguirus Rodan King Caesar versus Godzilla fight. They stop the film to make sure people realize, while yes, this is a dumb, entertaining movie, the reason we're here is because humanity made Godzilla angry. And Godzilla refuses to accept an apology from humanity. And at the end of the film, the reason why Godzilla, the whole thing about Final Wars is at the very end, Godzilla forgives humanity in hopes that when they rebuild, they will learn from their mistakes. Which opens up for a future where Godzilla doesn't have to be this character that holds a grudge against humanity. However, as nature points out again and again, the folly of man, Godzilla. So Godzilla will come back and will have his grudge against humanity still. It is a film that follows the Godzilla story, the Godzilla lore, and the concepts and fundamental aspects of the character while still being fun. Unlike Godzilla vs. Kong, that doesn't respect anything that came before, and Adam Wingard just wants to sit there and says, I made a monkey punch a lizard, and you should like my movie. And I saved cinema. Thank you. Good night.
Oh, come on, man. The monkey just want to punch the lizard. We're all having fun here. Come on.
He stuck the branch down his throat. Reference.
But now we're gonna.
Come on,
We're gonna
yeah, we
now
got the
see
reference. We
monkey
got the
fight
reference. We got the
monkey.
monkey. We got the lizard. Everyone's having a good time. Come on.
It'll be monkey on monkey violence and lizard on whatever the hell spoiler quote unquote character is. You know, there's going to be violence, and then a home run.
Hey.
There's going to be some baseball.
Hey, fellers, if you directed a MonsterVerse film, what would you do?
No,
The complete opposite of what Michael Dougherty did. I wouldn't take a fan fiction off of an old Godzilla form and turn it into a fucking screenplay. That's what I wouldn't do.
Whoa.
Well, first I would change my name, move out of the country, and and from there, I'd probably get fired because I'd rewrite everything.
I'll make Shin Godzilla 2.
I'll remake Godzilla's Revenge. That's what I'm gonna do.
Okay, that would be my second.
You know,
option.
You should make Ichiro Michael Dougherty and explain how a middle-aged man who's single has this fantasy about Godzilla and writes Godzilla fanfics, and that's what we watch is his fanfic ideas.
I will do that, but I will cast Ichiro as the Rock. I will cast the Rock as Ichiro.
Oh, okay.
I like that.
Give him the hat, the little everything, and I'm gonna make him go.
Done,
"Yo,
Cheetah."
No, have
But
Arnold do that.
yeah, it's gonna top -1. I'll win all the Oscars with that one.
See, I want to do a film with the intensity of Godzilla -1, but with the entertainment spectacle of Godzilla versus Megalon. I want Godzilla to do the drop kick, but also have like the scene where the black rain's pouring down in -1, where he's just screaming at Godzilla.
As he's drop kicking, right?
Yeah, as he's drop kicking. It's like, ah! And then, like, Godzilla's
Did a
doing
pretty
the
good
kick.
job.
Jacob,
Yeah.
I gotta get going, but I just wanted before I go, I just wanted to say, happy 1 year to Kaiju United. A huge thank you personally for allowing me to contribute and then bringing me on as a staffer. Like, I really mean it when I owe a great deal of gratitude to you and like helping me get like reignite the fire in my heart to just create content in this community. It's only been like a couple months for me, but and like I can't wait to see like where the next year brings us. It's freaking amazing. And Elijah, I can't wait to hopefully sit with you on a panel of Godzilla Final Wars at G-Fest this summer.
Likewise, likewise.
Thank you, Nick. Thanks for staying on the whole time, man. You're a trooper.
Of course, thank you guys, and it was just so friggin' unreal to see a Godzilla movie win an Oscar, and it was so special to like share it with you guys. So thank you guys for sharing that moment with me.
Thanks, man.
All right.
See you later.
All right, fellas. I will probably wrap this up in the next 10 or so, just because I have to work at 4 o'clock in the morning. But it's been a truly amazing 3.5 hours. And a lot of us look very intoxicated and very tired.
It's 11:30 for me, East Coast, baby.
Okay, I only got 2 hours of sleep. I'm doing fine.
It's only 8:30. Let's go.
It's 9:30 here. Woo!
Are you saying I need to
Adam,
do an
tell us
impromptu stream right after? We can just yell and scream about the MonsterVerse. I'm down.
I would love to roast
Hey,
King of the Monsters.
Look, my hatred
Do it,
of the
do it.
MonsterVerse was able to get a couple $100 to children on a stream once.
Hey,
I'll take it.
yeah, that's good, man. I respect that.
That's amazing.
I'll fight anybody on the MonsterVerse.
Elijah, I've been asking everybody this. I don't remember if I asked you. Aside from your articles, what was your favorite piece from Kaiju United this past year?
Oh. My favorite. Well, I can't pick Nathan's, so that's off the table. If he ever hears this, he's going to kill me. I'll get a text. I'll get a voice message from him. That's what will happen, telling me that how dare I do this? Don't let me continue. Okay, actually, I don't know if this is my favorite, but something I really respected. The Godzilla -1 awards roundup. I really appreciated that, being able to like go and just see exactly what it's won. That I really appreciated.
Unique. Yeah, I really wanted to do that, just like because there's so many in all the regional critic awards and stuff. Like it was just good to have that. That's a cool answer. What about
And now it
like?
gets an update.
Yes, it does. I gotta go update that. Any favorite pieces, Elijah? Not just respect.
Let's see here. I'm totally not going through and looking at all the articles and trying to look.
I'm also definitely not doing that.
They did a pretty good interview with a mixologist.
Yeah.
There's a pretty cool
What was his name again?
podcast featured on that show, on that website too.
That was Toku Toy Town, right? That's who that mixologist was?
Yep. The best. That is the best triple T. Kaiju related triple T on the internet.
Jeez.
Hey, Adam, did you know Joseph wants you to invest in Rye? Sorry.
You know what? I need one drink with rye.
Ricelander?
I
Ricelander, where?
really like Caesar Alejandro Jr.'s reviews because he's a film fest writer and reviewer. So he writes in a way where you're fucking in and you're out. You know what I mean? Boom, boom, 6 paragraphs. And I respect the hell out of that.
I'll pick the Lee interview. That one's really cool.
I'm really proud of that one. I'd like to go and remaster it a little bit now that we're a year in and I'm a better editor and writer. Cool.
Sweet.
All right, fellas, we're gonna wrap this stuff up because we're at 3.5, and I'd like to get some sleep before my 4 to 2:30 marathon shift again. But Does anyone have any closing statements before we call it a day?
Kaiju United forever.
Like, comment, and
Always
subscribe,
remember
follow,
the
go to the
Kaiju
website.
United.
Yes,
Always
Jason,
remember the
please go.
Kaiju United is the friends that we made along the way.
Jesus. Exactly.
I had to end it with something like that. I had to.
But see, that works in this
Where it
context.
goes, you're gonna hear that.
There you go.
And
Visit KaijuUnited.com.
the official drink of
Please-
Kaiju United.
Indeed.
is rye.
Please subscribe
yeah,
to Thirsty
yeah. Wait,
Thursday
hold on.
Toys. What?
Did,
What?
did we ever figure out an official final name for the drink?
Oh no, we
I
didn't.
think where we going with kaiju. I like for kaiju's sake or sake, but I think kaiju's was like the general consensus.
It did seem like Kaiju.
What about-
Kaiju's United.
Kaiju's United.
I like that.
It's nice, simple,
And
sweet.
for those of you that were
Casual.
tuning in late, there's our mascot we unveiled. He's pretty rad.
Oh,
Thank you,
shit,
Elijah,
I missed
for the
this.
name. Oh, you missed it. Good thing I pulled it up.
That's
Yeah,
badass.
yeah.
Who did the art?
It was Chris Acosta, Terrible Monsters Art on Instagram. Please give him a follow. We commissioned him privately to design this, and he knocked it out of the park. Like we said, when Rachel was on, shirts are coming. We got a shirt design in the works with this fellow on it, so we'll have that ready by G-Fest.
Ooh.
So,
All right. Who's
Yeah.
gonna cosplay him now?
I will.
Um,
I'll cosplay.
I just have one last thing here. I just wanted to say congratulations, Jacob. This has been some from my little contribution to the whole site. It's a great organization run by some really amazing people. It's producing some amazing content, and as long as you'll keep me, as long as the love will last, I will continue to spread the amazing work that is Kaiju United. I will continue to link it wherever I can, and I will continue to preach the good word of KaijuUnited.com.
I appreciate it.
Yeah.
Thanks, Elijah. And I mean, I don't know if anyone else has anything to say. Adam's trying not to crack right now.
Is that what I thought that Facebook comment said? Like, I wasn't crazy, right? Did that say what I thought that said, Jacob? Do you want to throw it back up on screen for like 3 seconds again before YouTube just slaps it?
Yeah, right. But no, it's been a wild ride. Everyone's giggly and laughing, just like earlier. But it's been a fun ride. I want to thank everyone that came on to celebrate 1 year of Kaiju United. Some people impromptu, some troopers like Tanner, who's been on with me the whole time. So I really appreciate it. Like, seriously, guys, it's been an amazing ride. I feel like we couldn't have celebrated 1 year any better way than -1 winning an Oscar and us all coming together, some of us for the first time meeting. And
Yes.
yeah, I'm really happy with everything we've done, and there's more to come. Those were just the announcements that I could make publicly. So, all right, guys, I'm gonna end the stream. Excuse me. Here's to 1 year Kaiju United, and we'll be back next year in March for year 2.
I'm gonna eat
Thanks,
this
guys.
safubi.